So where I'm holding my cursor right here, those sounds.
Oh no, I lost some players.
I'd say hi,
Can you hear us?
They can hear
If
you.
anyone ever had any doubts as to Nate's favorite, I mean,
What happened?
Or
I broke
his
the stream
abilities
before we even
to-
started.
also I've got the wrong background.
There we go. Thank you, Michael. That's okay.
You're
We're
welcome.
good to go now. All right.
Yeah, we're good. Let's go.
All right. I'm going to see about fixing that, perhaps. Let's see here.
Can I?
Cameras?
Welcome back to WSD 20. They're dropping like flies this week. We've lost 3.
The game
So
hasn't even started yet.
So Nate, you use OBS, right?
Yeah.
All right. So right-click on your zoom source, change it to a different capture for the window capture, then change it back to zoom.
Nobody
Okay.
can see me.
So right-click on my zoom source.
Yep.
Then what?
And then change the window capture to a different window and could be anything.
Okay.
obviously.
Okay.
And
so
then
go
switch
to
it back.
properties, and then I'll change it to like, we'll just go to like Owlbear Rodeo, and then change it back to zoom. Okay.
We got a will.
Yep, we got a will. Okay, good. I do this one by one, and we've got a party. It's gonna be amazing.
All right, there we go. Yeah, when you've been streaming as long as I have, you have messed up every way that anyone else will ever have messed up in history. So yes, I am all too familiar. Oh, this mistake. Yes, I've done this.
I love it. Good. Well, welcome everybody to Icewind Dale Rimeries, and we will be playing some D&D here shortly. I want to thank our sponsor, Hero Forge. Hero Forge is amazing. Michael's going to tell you more about them while I mess with this.
Guys, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, we live in a world where we are now connected more than ever through the power of the internet. But does that mean that you have to miss out on some amazing and incredible minis for your next campaign? Of course not. Go check out Hero Forge. Hero Forge is filled with a wonderful array of assets that you can then use their browser app in order to build and create your own custom miniatures. Not only can you make custom miniatures that you can have printed out in white, primed, or of course in pre-plastic colored, but you can also have them custom painted. You can make some 2D acrylic ones. It's absolutely great. Or if you're like me and someone who does end up staying on the online space quite a lot, you can make these really cool like little tokeny kind of things for your online games so that you can help bring the visuals of your own campaign to your next game. So there you go. Hero Forge.
I have to buy some Hero Forge minis right now. Goodbye.
Well, and
Don't you need to
let's
do
do
that
well,
on your
Michael.
computer, Will?
yeah, that's true. He doesn't need to do it on his
Yeah,
computer.
he went to the store.
Oh, they said they didn't have any of them at the store.
Well, that's okay because you can get them delivered right at home by purchasing it from the Hero Forge website. That is www.heroforge.com. I was about to say .au. You know what? I was like this close. That's like because just about yeah.
I gotta collect them all.
Gotta get
All
them
right.
all.
Good. Well, welcome everybody. Thank you for being here, hanging out with us, and check out HeroForge.com. And thanks to them for supporting the stream. Hey, it's January 31st, last day of January. Unless you're Michael. Michael, could you give us a little preview of how February is looking for the world?
You're asking the guy whose country is constantly on fire how it's going? I mean, all right.
Take a fire right now. It's real cold here.
I can handle all.
Oh man, it's like let's see, how hot is it today? It is a balmy. There we go. It is currently a sizzling temperature of 38 degrees.
38
And
Celsius to
Wow.
Fahrenheit.
Celsius.
100.4.
Yep.
There you go for
It is
y'all
26
Americans.
degrees Fahrenheit here today, but it
Yeah.
feels like 17.
You know, it was hoodie weather. Like I didn't have to wear my coat today because it was over 25.
I heard that there was like a snowstorm.
Yeah, we're supposed to get hit soon. So, and yes, McBluff points out, "Happy Lunar New Year, y'all." It is that time of year as well for our friends in the Lunar New Year celebrating parts of the world, mainly Asia.
Wait, it's not about the moon?
Well, it has to do with that, actually, if you'd like a little lesson. Allow me to begin. Good. Well, we should probably play some Dungeons & Dragons at some point tonight, so I think we'll do that instead. Hey, thank you for being here. Let's begin. Our party has finally reached the lost Netherese city of Ythrin. The Netherese Empire was an ancient empire of high magic that dominated the area we now know as the Forgotten Realms. Floating cities, collecting artifacts of ages past, the accumulation of wealth and magic untold. And yet, as most empires do, the Netherese Empire fell, and the city of Ythrin, a part of that, happened to plunge into the ice of the Reged Glacier here in Icewind Dale. And it is beneath the ice here that our party finds themselves at the cusp of possibility. Possibilities to right wrongs, possibilities to discover things that could help Icewind Dale recover from the curse of Oriel the Frost Maiden, the never-ending darkness and cold that Icewind Dale has found itself in these past couple years. So, it is with that hope that our party enters, or perhaps with personal ambitions as well. They're accompanied by a member of the Arcane Brotherhood, Velin Harpel, who was the first one to tell them of this lost city. You also just encountered 2 red wizards who were in cahoots with the Arcane Brotherhood. And Nikos revealed himself and his past as a red wizard, and was found some measure of satisfaction in reminding those members of the society that betrayed him, that ousted him, that sold him to the mind flayers, reminding them that he still has some measure of greatness, or perhaps has found a new measure of greatness among our party here in Icewind Dale. So, you guys are in Ythrin. I'm going to show the map here. And you have chosen and I'll show for our viewers here, this is the whole map of the necropolis. The city is canted. It's at an angle. But as soon as you all set foot off of this ice bridge that extends here, you find yourselves feeling kind of miraculously straight up and oriented just fine. And now as you look back at what was behind you, it is that looks crooked. So, you guys have chosen to first visit the Chain Lightning Stadium, we'll call it here. Am I forgetting anything? Or anything you guys would like to do before you approach?
Did we take a rest at all after any conflicts or encounters last time?
There was some healing, and Dranyaj definitely took some damage. Oh boy, I should have noted that. You put it in the chat for me, Michael, and I forgot. I'm gonna just throw out there that it was probably 20 to 30 damage, but
It was exactly 9, 14. I want to say 36 or 34.
Okay. And then Grukvar, you did some healing, is that correct?
Yeah. Is it stored in the sort of the D&D Beyond record somewhere?
You know, it probably is.
Yeah, it'd probably be in the chat.
So if I click on the...
No, because you gave us the share link, I couldn't actually add any damage or do anything with the sheet.
Yeah.
So that's why I put it in the Zoom chat.
Yeah, you couldn't edit it, but yeah. Okay, so I'm seeing acrobatics checks. I'm seeing all kinds of stuff from last time.
I think it was 20 something.
Okay.
Yeah, you healed us?
Yeah. So maybe we'll say Dranyaj is down 15 hit points, or 10 hit points.
That sounds...
Yeah, we'll go with that, Dranyaj.
Okay.
You're down 10 from your max. And yeah, I don't think you guys took a long or short rest. Now, it has been less than 24 hours since your last long rest, which seems odd since it was like 3 sessions ago. But probably in the Caves of Hunger, you all spent less than, 8 hours in the Caves of Hunger prior to coming out here into the city of Ythrin. So probably about 8 hours since your last long rest. Could take one again relatively soon. Anything else you guys would like to do before you approach this arena?
No, not for me.
Actually, there is something I would like to do. Nikos, as he sees the long stretch leading into to Ythrin, he steps over to the body of the giant that was killed by the Red Wizards, or what I presume was killed by the Red Wizards. And Nikos turns to the others and says, if you don't mind, I would require a quick minute. He begins to focus his mind, and as he does, you watch as he... do you know what tetting is? Tetting is like where you make several very magical hand symbols, and as he does, he begins to stretch his hands forward, and then as he continues, create like a Doctor Strange circle, which he then places onto the back of the giant here. What I have cast is teleportation circle. Basically, I inscribe an area. Well, sorry, technically it's on the ground. With a permanent location circle. It will remain open until the end of the day. And basically I can use it to teleport when I create another circle to this location.
Got it. Yep. All right, sweet. Yeah. So yeah, this kind of circle opens up, arcane runes around it on the ice and stone of this causeway here.
Yeah. So it's just it's not an open portal. It's just the runes, so that when I use the spell again, it'll teleport me here.
Nice. Love it. All right. So, anything else, guys, before you approach?
That was cool. Fizwick was watching the cool colors, and he was enamored by the magic.
Maybe
In case we need a
someday.
quick getaway, we should be able to return here now.
All right, so you guys approach the arena here. As you do, the air around the amphitheater feels charged with static. Cracked steps descend to the stadium floor, where a tiny glittering object rests on a pedestal of black stone. 3 metal masts rise from the arena like gigantic tridents, each one emitting a low hum. The branches of each trident are 25 feet off the ground and extend 50 feet into the air. These are quite large. Yeah, what would you guys like to do? You're kind of standing on the edge of the amphitheater here.
I would like to walk towards that platform with the shiny object on it.
Okay. As you do so, the shimmering head and shoulders of a woman blink into existence above the arena floor. Electrical currents course over her metal teeth, and her form stutters and flickers as she speaks in a strange language.
Come to Ythrin. Would you like to experience the virtual tour?
Professor Scant is the only one I think who he was translating for the Nothics back in the in our last session, correct? I think he's the only one who can understand that tongue. He says, it seems that they're inviting us to a challenge in the arena. It says we have 30 seconds to choose teammates for a game of chain lightning. The figure above the stadium, this kind of gigantic figure of a woman's head, just disappears in this kind of crackle of static. And you see below 5 figures on the other end of the stadium, and I'll show you a picture here. They look like this, and they're standing in a line, kind of facing you on the other end of the stadium.
Very on mission. Should we back up and check another place?
Well, I mean, look, this is clearly some kind of sporting arena or something like this. And if getting through and understanding this game may, of course, give us some insight into what this place was before it became the Lost City, it may be a little bit more than simply a game. I mean, the name intrigues me alone. Chain lightning? I mean, it implies that there may be great sources of magic power that lurk within the city, and if we can at least, learn a little bit about it, we may be better off.
Grogvar, you are approaching the trophy, right? And it is a large cup made of mithril and just lined with gemstones. But drawing a particular attention are 3 blue spinal gemstones that are larger than some of the others.
And it's at just average person height in terms of how far it's off the ground?
Yeah, I think so. Let's see here. Yep, it's just on a pedestal of black stone. And let me see if the map actually has like... Yeah, I don't think it's really shown on the map, but yeah.
How close are these individuals that we saw? Are they down at the floor of the amphitheater, or are they...
Yep, they're on the floor of the amphitheater, kind of by the farthest like post, trident-like thing.
Okay, I'd like to approach them.
Okay, they kind of, as you approach, start like swaying back and forth a little bit, and kind of flexing a little bit.
Okay. I shout to them, or say to them, depending on how far away they are. Excuse me, we're new here. Could you share with us the rules to this game?
As you say this, a crackling ball just kind of drops from where that head was above the stadium and just lands in the middle of the arena. And you see these figures kind of poised, ready to run towards it. And you begin to hear a voice saying words you don't understand. And Professor Scant is yelling, you have 20 seconds!
20 seconds to what?
The game begins!
I'm going to run to that and grab that ball.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Lightning Lure on it.
And what does Lightning Lure do?
Go, power, Michael. All right, here we go. You create a lash of lightning that strikes a creature of your choice within 15 foot of you. Target must succeed a strength saving throw or be pulled 10 foot in a straight line toward you. then take 1d8 lightning damage if it's within 5 foot of you.
Okay, I'm gonna do this. You managed to hit the ball, and it is pulled towards you, and then it kind of whirs around and starts like kind of doing a circle, and you see the a line on the other end of the arena, kind of forming in crackling lightning. And Professor Scant yells, "I think you need to be behind the line! Krokvar, back!"
I'll head there.
Okay. And the ball kind of drops back down in its same position. And what I need is for everyone to make a dexterity check for me with disadvantage. And you can add your... if you're proficient in athletics, you can add your proficiency bonus as well to that dexterity roll. I know athletics is a strength-based skill, but you can still add that.
5.
Okay.
9.
I'm a terrible roller.
3.
Okay. Hey, disadvantage will do that to you.
That's a +4 too, man. A 9 and a 5.
All right. The blue line fades, and you see immediately sprinting towards the ball these 5 figures. And I assume you guys, some of you at least, might try to run towards it as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, if we're gonna do this, let's do it. And I run as fast as I can to try to meet them there.
Okay. And
Long
they
way.
get there first. And the way this works, we're going to be making a lot of dexterity checks. You can continue to add your proficiency bonus if you're proficient in athletics. And yeah, let's see here.
Given that I'm taller, has my speed increased at all with a longer stride?
You know, the rules for that say your strength will increase to 19 once you reach 9 feet, I believe it was.
Okay, well, you
but
said
your
I'm a
strength-
foot taller, right?
Yes.
So I would be 9 feet.
Yep. So your strength, if it's not already 19, is now 19.
Jeez.
Yep. And I believe your strength will go up by 1 for every additional 3 feet you grow after that.
Okay. Well, but by 1, I can only go up to 20, right?
Not necessarily.
Oh,
Nope.
okay.
Yep. Actually, I'm gonna have to double check on that, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, there are creatures that have strength over 20.
Yeah.
So, but generally, like, yeah, for your average player character, I think the rules do say can't go above 20. But this is.
Am I tall enough to strap that thing on my back yet, or is it still like a two-handed carry kind of thing?
Probably gonna be like a two-handed carry. Yeah, dragging it behind you a little bit still. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So, these figures are passing the ball around to each other as they kind of circle around you. And what I need is for everyone to make me another dexterity check.
Disadvantage?
Yep, disadvantage on this. Yep, thanks for asking.
18.
5.
5 for me.
But I've got 19 plus 4.
18 per drawn yard.
This is awful.
Yeah, disadvantage really sucks.
It doesn't make
on
sense, I
me.
think, in the aspect of like, shouldn't I
Alright.
be good at that? Like, if I've got
I got a
19, that's
15.
good. Ugh.
Okay.
That's
So-
nice. That's nice.
Definitely, they rolled higher than you guys, and the ball goes flying towards Velin, who I should also have Alex roll for in the future. But anyway, I don't think it would have mattered. The ball goes flying at Velin. And what is Valin's armor class?
13.
13, okay.
Is it possible to push the ball out of the way with my mage hand?
Um,
Because
I
it
would
sounds
say
like the ball doesn't want to. Like, if it's coming at one of our people, right? Like, do we want this ball coming at her? It sounds
I
like
mean,
that.
we may be at disadvantage here because we don't know what we're
It's like
supposed to be
we got to
doing.
the football field and they kicked it off and we're like, what the fuck do we do?
exactly. Yeah, I mean, I think you could certainly try that, Fizwick.
Okay.
But it's going to be akin to trying to mage hand a spear that's being thrown at someone, which would
We saw that trailer in that movie the other day. We're playing D&D. That movie, he caught that spear from what looks to be like 300 yards and then chucked it back.
Yeah.
That wasn't even
That's
D&D.
canon.
That was like a historical
That's canon.
movie.
Whatever it is you saw.
That was
I
history
guess.
right there.
That was history.
What was that,
That
Troy?
actually
or-
happened.
There's some upcoming Viking movie, and
Oh, that's
they had a
right.
scene at the end where he caught a spear that looked to have been really like hurled from across the battlefield, and caught it, and then he, in this one move, threw it back. It was badass.
Oh, yeah.
So
it
we're
was.
playing Dungeons and Dragons, and yeah. So I figured
All right. Well, anyway,
maybe.
you try to mage hand, and yeah, the ball is going too fast
course it doesn't.
for to have any effect. All right. So
But his preacher thing. He got to pull the ball, and I don't get to push it with the mage hand.
no, he's throwing. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, it didn't do
like
anything
if you're gonna
though.
bend stuff, I feel like this could have gone either way.
It didn't work as he wanted it to. He didn't get to pull it towards him.
No.
All right, so the ball strikes just wide of Valin on the ground, and it continues rolling as now a foot race ensues to see who can get the ball first. Everyone go ahead and make me a dexterity athletics check. Dexterity with athletics added if you want, and no more disadvantage. You guys are starting to get the hang of this here, and not wanting to get hit by this lightning
Natural
crackling ball.
20 from me.
All right, natural 20.
13 for me.
I'm just do this. The DC is a 15 is what you want, so we have one above a 15 so far. That's drawn Yash.
Plus 8 if you care.
That is an 11 for me.
Okay.
And a 12 for villain.
Okay, so we got one above 15.
Actually, if you can use your proficiency too, it would be 32.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, that's a good roll. All right. Well, they got 3 successes. So one of these, they're called Majin, by the way. One of them gets to the ball first. They continue to pass it around a little bit. And what are you guys doing as they're like passing it between themselves?
I'm standing like athletic stance, looking back and forth as the ball is passed, like trying to follow what they're doing and seeing if I can, shuffle my feet and then jump in there at some point and take it.
Yep. What about the rest of you?
Fizwick is standing behind Grekvar because he has no idea what's going on.
I'm shifting my head around trying to see what Fizwick is doing as I move further away from the group and make a motion as if to have people fan out and spread out a little bit and get a better advantage on our opponents.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask, how does because here's what I'd like to do, but I don't know if the concept is the same in D&D. What I'd like to do is I'd like to potentially create an electrical charge nearby me in the form of one of my chaos bolts. But what I want to do is I want to, if it is a positively charged electron that is at the heart of the ball, I want to put down a negative charge next to me. And if it's a negative charge, I want to put a positive one so that the ball is attracted to my electric spell.
I'm gonna try to see here.
Science.
So. Okay, I'm a little bit incorrect. The ball is not electrified at this point right now.
Oh, okay.
You don't see any more. Yep. The only electricity you see is from the large masts up above at this moment. When the ball first landed, it definitely had some like crackling still, but not anymore. But you could certainly try that if it does again. Yeah.
While I'm like hot-footing it around, can I, like, how close are the the opposing team?
Yeah, I would say probably the
Yes.
closest one to you is a good 25 feet away, I would say.
Okay, and they're passing the ball to him as well.
Yeah.
Like, can I run up to that guy and between two of them and like try to fake like I'm gonna take it from one, expecting them to pass it to another, and then quick change directions and try to catch it midair, like a very clever, very large monkey in the middle.
Yeah, I love it. Okay. We're going to do this. Everyone make me another athletics check. Sorry, a dexterity check. And I'm going to make one of them that you are standing next to have disadvantage.
Wait, dexterity or athletics?
Dexterity, and you can add your
Okay.
bonus if you're proficient in athletics.
So that was
17.
not good. 9.
14.
And what does Villain get?
Oh, sorry.
No worries.
She gets 14.
All right. You see one of the Magian throw the ball up through the lightning rods, essentially, and it exits through the lightning rods, and now it is definitely electrified. And I'm gonna let we're gonna do another dexterity check, and this time I'm going to let Nikos roll with advantage. Yeah, because of that, if you want to try to attract the electricity of the ball.
Oh yeah.
And again, not trying to apologize if I'm being wrong here. I can't pick this up with my mage hand. It sounds like I can grab anything I want as long as it's lighter than 10 pounds and 30 feet, right?
Yeah,
So
but
reach
if
out and grab
you
it?
think of it like a projectile weapon, that's essentially what it is.
Okay.
So mage hand doesn't allow
it's
you
not
to
like
intercept an arrow being thrown
Mage
at
hand
you.
is a projectile.
It's
right,
a projectile, but it can't catch one.
but it can't
Oh.
catch an arrow out of the air that's being fired at you, for example.
Okay.
It works on your reaction speed.
Like
I
on a
think.
on a still object, it would
I
work.
was trying to do the cool creative thing and it's not working.
I appreciate it. All right, so give me the result of your dexterity checks, guys, or just let me know
17.
if you got above 15, I guess.
Neither Gruffar nor Velen got above 15.
I got 19.
Nice. All right. The ball lands near Nikos, and you're able to kind of attract it with this lightning capability, and you pick it up, Nikos, I assume. And
Yeah.
all right, and the Magian are now kind of circling back behind the posts a little bit. They are increasing their distance from you and spreading out a little bit. One of them is behind you, but anyway, I'll let you guys now decide what you want to do. How do you want to go about this?
Throw it to me! And I turn and start running down the opposite end of the field.
Okay. I'm not overly great at throwing things. So I'm going to
So the way it works is you guys are now on offense, and the other team is on defense. You're starting to kind of pick up the flow of the game here. And so essentially what you'll have to do is make another dexterity check. And if you get more successes than the defending team, then you get to throw it at one of them.
Or at one of them.
As they have demonstrated, you could throw it through the lightning rods, and it will come out electrified, and could potentially have greater effect. We'll just say that.
Oh, okay. So I think I think I have it. I think I know what the game is. Okay. The ball needs to go through the electricity, and then it needs to hit these guys. This is dodgeball, maybe.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yep.
Must be a Thayan thing.
So I'll just tell you guys.
Yeah, we used to get lots of slaves and put them in the field. Except we didn't use really fancy tools like this. We just used balls with spikes on them and had them run for their lives as we set dogs loose on the field.
All right.
Thayan wizard.
So
Yeah,
if you
it's
guys,
still dark.
if you guys want to
okay.
make another dexterity check for me, I will make some for these fools.
All right. So, Dronyage, you've been thrown at you, yeah? Just
Yeah, like so. What I want to do, so that's a 17 for me. But what
No,
I
I was gonna say that's a partial joke, mostly because, as I mentioned, this is dodgeball.
But we have to try to hit them. So if you're gonna throw
Yeah.
it up through the posts, I would like to.
No, it's already charged. Remember, they threw it through the post, and I stole it. This one's got a charge, I think, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it
Yeah.
faded after a while.
Yeah.
No. I'm gonna give. No offense, Dronyage, I'm gonna give this to Fizwick because I mean he's our archer. So, yeah, well, because we're not running to the end of the field, I'm gonna do
Ooh.
that.
I could have. This would be a fantastic moment to give the ball to Fizwick, but have this fastball special be done where Dronyage can chuck me up, and as I'm flying through the air, I can maybe shoot it to get closer.
I love that.
All right.
So Fizwick,
So,
you're running toward Dronyage, maybe motioning for Nikos to throw it to you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What did you guys get on your dexterity checks?
18.
18.
Neither.
I'm sorry. Just tell me if you succeed or fail. Neither
Fail.
Grukvar. Nikos did.
Grukvar failed, Velen failed.
Okay, so
I succeeded.
yep. So I'm gonna give you a shot, and Dronyage and Fizwick, I'll let you work out how this works.
Okay. Well, are we assuming he catches it?
Yep. Fizwick has caught it.
Okay. I'm just gonna like grab his feet because I'm all of a sudden having a really good time. I'm gonna grab his ankles and just yank them out from under him, probably like to the detriment of the top half of his body. But then
Wait,
I'm
you
going
have
to
wait,
just-
wait, hold on a second. You have seen the fastball special. He just takes Wolverine and he puts him in his hand.
Oh, I
And
know
he-
what a
he-
fastball
and he
special
just
is.
chucks him. He doesn't like throw him on the ground and drag him through the dirt before he pitches him. You want
First I
to
must beat you, then I will throw you.
No, I'm
him
just gonna
finish.
grab him as fast as
Okay.
I can and throw him up in the air, like head first.
You
because-
just said to my detriment, didn't you? Did I not
no,
hear
to
that?
the detriment of the top half of your body, probably.
Yeah. So I'm not like hearing things. So you
No, I'm-
slamming me
I'm
into. I don't get it. Like you're slamming me into the ground.
I'm gonna swing you up slingshot.
I think what he's saying is he's
So
gonna
your
grab
head
you
is-
by the head with force and then pull upwards to throw you.
No.
That's what I think. That's
I-
what
I
he's.
heard
You're gonna
ankles.
grab him by the feet and use some typical force.
Yes,
Yes.
and I'm gonna throw him up
Oh,
so that,
right.
that his head is upright. And
But
he
you
can
gotta
see
say that. It
where
sounded,
he's
you just
going.
left
Like
it
a
there, the
hammer
part
throw.
where Fizwick
You
gets
said
his head smashed
detriment,
on
and it
the ground.
sounds like you were just like slap, bitch. Boom.
No, I was gonna pull you up by your feet.
Oh wow! Whoa.
Fizwick won here. Fizwick has no
Now
complaint.
Fizwick's interested.
Go ahead and pull it
Tell
off,
me more.
here, buddy.
Tell me more.
Finish that.
Okay.
sentence.
Anyway, he's in the air.
Fizwick, you're flying through the air. Throw the
Fizwick-
ball.
Chucks the ball, and right as he's chucking the ball, he pitches out his little grappling hook from his belt and throws it around the
Magen?
The frame there to swing back down, chucking himself in a big, huge little arc around back towards his buddies.
All right, I'm gonna have you make a acrobatics
Instead.
check, and if you beat the DC, I will give you advantage on your throw.
19.
All right, you get advantage on your throw. You can treat this basically like a, well, yeah, you can add your dexterity and proficiency modifier to your D20 roll, so it would be similar to your short bow or dagger or something. But yeah,
So just roll my acrobatics. 19.
no, you can just roll your basically your bow attack. I think you don't have a +1 bow or anything, do you?
Oh, that got you. For the hit.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
for the-
got yeah.
Yeah.
21.
All right. This crackling ball of lightning hits one of the Magen, and as it does, it is taken out in this ball of lightning, and then this wisp of smoke disappears, and this arc of lightning crackles over to the one next to it, and poof, smoke. 2 of them are gone. There are 3 left.
Whoa.
I hope that doesn't happen to us.
All
Well,
right.
it looks like it might. Now you know the stakes.
So where's the ball now then?
The ball is now, it actually is randomly crackles to the ground at a place pretty much equidistant from all players here in the middle. And now I need everyone to roll a dexterity check, and we're going to see who gets the ball.
8.
16 and 4 is 20.
Velen got a 15.
Okay. And I did-
Grepvar did not. Grepvar failed.
Oh, that's
Sorry.
right. I only have to
You
roll
wouldn't
3
know that.
now. All right. I got 2 successes. Who of you succeeded?
Velen and Dranyaj.
Berlin and Dranyaj. All right, we have a tie. So what I need is a strength athletics check to basically see who can push who out of the way, essentially grapple for this ball. As
Strength or athletics?
this one is just athletics. You can roll. Yep. And
So 13.
and this can just be Valin
17.
and okay, yeah, no, I failed. So Dranyaj, you managed to kind of like maybe throw an elbow in there, or just your hands grasp the ball at the exact same time as the Magen, but you just rip it away. And yeah, you guys start to kind of toss the ball around again. I imagine Dranyaj maybe passes it back to someone further away to keep it safe from the other Magen that are closing in. And
Is the goal just to hit the other person, or is it to evaporate them?
the goal is to hit the other person. Yep.
So,
But if you
could
hit them
the
with
way
but
the
if you hit
rules
them
work
with-
is kind of odd. Like basically, I don't know if the technical rules would have like a minimum number of passes before you can hit. That's kind of the way I imagine it. Yeah, because the rules say that like now make a DC 15 check to basically pass it around between you and see if you can get a good angle for a hit.
okay.
So even though yeah, I mean it makes sense. Like I grab it and just
Yeah, I was like, well, I'm behind you now. I'm going to turn around and
yeah, I
help
get
you
it.
with it.
But is there a situation though, if you electrify it, then before you hit an opponent with it, then you cause more damage, potentially taking out 2? Is that the concept? Is that why you would
Yep.
want to electrify it?
So
Right,
could
and you don't
I?
have to do that. Yeah.
So am I near the one in the center then, as
Yeah.
I pick up the ball? So could I huck it through the top thing back towards one of my teammates to then, or can they not catch it when it's electrified?
So basically, the rules right now would say that you have to pass it around a bit, and then you can decide whether you want to throw it through the lightning or at an opponent. So,
okay.
yeah. So everyone make me an athletics check once again. Or, I mean, a dexterity check, please.
20.
Pass. 17.
7 and 7 for Grekfar and Valen.
Ooh. Oh, that's right. I only get 2 now.
3.
All right. Well, we have another tie. So I'm going to give the tie to the folks who already have the ball. And you guys can describe to me who is going to take a shot and how, whether it's through the lightning arc or straight at one of your opponents. What do you guys think?
I want to see Grekfar hit one with his hammer.
So I've passed it, I would think.
All right.
I don't know.
To who? To me?
I don't know.
Like let's take the ball and
I want to
chuck
kick it with
Grekfar
my
and
metal
have him-
boots at one of those Magen.
Yeah. So one of the passes lands just a little bit short.
Well, I want to kick it out of the air. I want to do like a roundhouse kick on this ball.
All right. You may go for it. And you want to kick it right at one of the Magen?
Yeah.
Yeah, so one of the passes is just a little bit off, and Grekfar can only get to it with his foot, and he's just swings it around and go ahead and make that attack roll. So you can treat this like a thrown weapon if you want to, Grekfar.
Okay.
And yeah, so it could be dexterity or strength, and then the armor class you're going for is a 15.
I rolled 19.
All right, that is a hit. The ball just thuds into one of the Magen. No electricity this time, and poof, it disappears. There are 2 left. And I need everyone to go ahead and make me a dexterity check as the ball now disappears and then thuds back to the ground in a lightning bolt elsewhere in the arena.
That's
Failed.
another 20 for me.
It's another fail for me.
Man.
And Velen as well.
There are 2 left now, and one of them rolled a success. Did anyone... wait, Dranyaj, you succeeded, right?
Got a 20.
Okay, so once again, you and one of the Magen reach this ball at the exact same time. Go ahead and make me an athletics check now, if you'd like.
Can I make a dexterity?
That's a natural 20 plus 8 plus 4 is 32.
Okay. Fizwick, did you succeed as well on the previous one? No,
No.
okay. Yeah, so it's
Fizwick, are
just
you close to
Dranyaj
me,
and the Magen
Fizwick?
that have reached it at
gotcha,
the same
gotcha.
time.
Are you close to Grekfar, Fizwick?
I don't
Are you
know.
standing? Are you standing within?
No, he threw me away. Threw
Okay.
me way far.
Well, you guys have probably been moving around quite a bit since that happened.
I extend my fist for the fist bump, and I say, "I can make you invisible if you think you can steal it."
Well, I already have it, right?
Yeah.
I thought
Dranyaj
you were.
already
Oh,
has
you
it
won
now.
that. You won that contest. I wasn't.
I
paying
mean,
attention.
with 32.
The offer still stands.
We could blow up the Federo and have him deliver it. Tell him to send it.
Drop
I-
Send it, Federo!
the
Can I since I
Force
need to
dropping
pass
bombs.
it, can I use my trunk and like slingshot it to somebody?
Absolutely, you can. Yep. So yeah, you get to it at the exact same moment as the Magen, and I imagine your trunk just goes into the Magen, and then you quickly grab it and toss it with your trunk back to Nikos, and Nikos catches it. And now I need you guys to make a DC 15, and let me know who passes those dexterity checks as you're passing it around between you.
Pass.
Is this still a disadvantage?
No, it is not anymore.
Oh, okay, good. I've been rolling a disadvantage this whole
Oh,
time. I've been
sorry.
like,
Made myself.
I mean,
do
that doesn't help, but
No, it doesn't.
yeah. No, I
Another
got a
fail for
9.
Grekfar, and another fail for Valen.
I
Okay.
got a 9.
Wait,
No, sorry, I got an 11.
Okay, Fizwick succeeded,
22.
and okay, yeah, you rolled higher than. Okay, so now you guys have control of the ball still, and it is yours to determine who will take a shot. There are 2
Throw it
Magen left. You could try
Throw
to
it
go
up
through the
through
lightning
the-
arc, or you could.
Throw it
Go
up through the
straight for Magen.
posts.
Can Fizwick get his hands on the ball?
Sure.
Sure.
Where you
Fizwick
guys
gets
think-
his hands at the ball and he points at John, and he kind of makes a swingy
Come on,
motion.
man. My name's on the back of my jersey. Get it
and
right.
he pitches the ball at him
All right.
in hopes
Okay.
that maybe he could.
I'm going to kind of do the same thing that you just mentioned about the spear in the trailer, but I'm gonna try to catch it with my trunk and spin my body around and like hurl it out as
Alright.
I face one of the bad guys again, or the opponents.
Okay. And you are throwing it at the Magian?
Yes.
Okay, good. Go ahead and make an attack roll. And, yep, you can treat it like one of your thrown axes, essentially. And then that will be an AC of 15 to hit.
That is a 16 to hit.
Okay, that is just enough. And one of these, there's one Magian left now as the second to last one crackles and poofs.
As they crackle, does the ball go through the Magian?
It actually like thuds into them and looks like it hurts. And then they disappear.
All right, so then then the ball effectively drops to the ground where they land.
Yeah, but then it immediately disappears and randomly will appear somewhere roughly equidistant from all the players each time.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys do see that ball just crackles to the ground in this kind of bolt of lightning, and it's in a new location. And everyone can go ahead and make a dexterity check one more time. Well, maybe not one more time.
Well, could I potentially do something to give disadvantage to the Magian?
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe.
So what Nikos does is, we've got to have the number of players, and I haven't actually I haven't, thought about whether or not this will work. I'm going to gesture over to the Magian, or at least directly in front of the Magian, and use Summon Aberrant Spirit. And what I want to do is I want to summon a Slad, which is a bipedal, giant, muscly, kind of reptilian creature, and I want to basically just clothesline the Magian as he's sprinting for the ball by having this thing appear randomly in front of him and just go and try to knock him onto the floor.
Yeah, let me make sure there's not like some kind of
Static ejection.
yeah, like you're cheating, and then I don't think there is, but
He's like holding his knee, like walk it off, you sissy.
I just did a search for magic on a web page of D&D, guys. It's not gonna work very well. Okay, there we go. I see the chain lightning now. Okay, nothing can physically pass through the barrier. Yep, I'm not seeing any anything that would preclude that. So we're going for it. Yep, Nikos, you summon this Slod, and the Magian kind of like puts the brakes on, but a little too late as it swings at it. And yeah, you guys all get advantage. Well, I guess it gets disadvantage, is what we'll do, as we all make our dexterity checks.
Now this the ball needs to go through, either hit the enemy or go through the post.
Yeah, so you can choose if you want to charge it up to get like when it hit as it was charged, it killed two of them basically. Normally it would only take out one of them. So it's
And
kind
there's
of
only one left.
But there's only one left now, so yeah.
Can Fizwick just chuck that ball with his catapult right into the dude?
Well, let's make our checks and see. Well, I guess I still have to make my check at least to see if that disadvantage proves fatal.
Oh, I got a 7.
Villain got a success.
Okay.
Grokvar did not.
What about Nikos?
Nikos did not.
Okay. So it is a tie between Villain and the Magian. And Fizwick, what were you saying you wanted to try?
Just catapulting the ball right into him.
Oh, I see. Using your catapult spell?
Yeah.
Yeah. How does that work?
The
Do you have
ball
to be
would hit
holding
him.
it first?
No, I guess it just moves things that I see.
Okay.
Like I've been picking up shit out of the fire and logs and stuff, and
Yeah. I mean, I think
choose an
that would
object
work.
weighing 1 to 5 pounds, as long as it's 1 to 5 pounds.
Well,
within
let's see.
Straight line up to 90 feet.
Yep.
It still does have to make a dex save though.
Yep, I'm gonna say it's gonna
Of
work.
13.
We're gonna go with it. I think
Dex save of
it's an iron
13
ball.
now.
It's probably more than 5 pounds, but rule of cool here. We're going for it. And okay, dexterity save from the Magian. Yeah, so Valin is like getting to it just as this Magian is getting to it, and they're like, you know, each maybe 10, 15 feet away from the ball as they're sprinting towards it. And then all of a sudden, Fizwick extends his hand, and the ball just goes whoom, flying towards the Magian here. And that is going to be a 22 to save on that. So the Magian dodges out of the way, and I'm going to say Valin and the Magian are still kind of like now in sprint towards it. But the Magian is clearly like shocked here, and yeah. All right. So Valin, give me a strength check for her Gruckbar, as the Magian and Valin will get to it at the same time.
13.
Okay, the Magian gets an 18. It's gonna have disadvantage on its let's see here if I can succeed on this. No, I mean it basically you guys corner it and manage to like knock the ball loose, we'll say. Valin does. So the ball is now it is your turn. You guys have possession of the ball, and go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say, can I, since it's loose and I rolled so badly last time, can I stand up or whatever happened to me because I rolled a 1 and try to use my ring of jumping to clear the distance between me and the ball?
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
kind of like intercept the loose ball.
Yeah, I would say you guys already have the ball, so now
okay.
you're more in the pass between you phase.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
How
But
tall are the posts?
they are 25 feet in the air before the like fork thing starts. So total of about 50.
Because I can running high jump 24 feet, so I could easily like huck one through there and then possibly even down at the, so I could see.
How high can you jump?
24 feet. That was when I was normal size.
Yeah, I'm gonna say let's go for it. So you guys pass the ball around a little bit more. Go ahead and make me a DC 15 dexterity check.
Dronyash is going to jump right out of the glacier.
I rolled a 9, so I have no successes.
That's a 20.
All right. Yeah, you guys, you're good.
16 and
Yep, even one success was enough. So you guys managed to do this. Now Dranyaj has the ball and takes a bounding leap up toward the lightning arc, and you throw it down. Dranyaj, go ahead and make a attack. The AC is a 15.
That is a 25.
And the ball crackles with energy as it goes through the arc and hits the Magian. The last one poofs and is gone. And you guys see the kind of, there's this field of lightning that was around the arena slowly crackles away, and you hear the voice once again, and the trophy kind of like a bolt of energy kind of like shoots up to the sky out of the trophy as it floats for just a moment and then settles back down on this podium.
As I land, can I just be like delighted and just like roar or whatever elephants do and say, again, time for round 2.
I love it. Yeah, what do you guys want to do?
head towards that trophy.
Okay. You head towards the trophy, and yeah, it's very finely made, fine gems on it. It is made of mithril. It is a cup, and it functions essentially. Well, I don't know. Does anyone? Yeah, it's definitely a magical item. We'll say that. I'm not going to give away what it does.
I would like to use detect magic on it.
Okay.
Or
Yep.
I'm sorry, not detect magic. Identify.
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely. Go for it.
I'm going to do this as a ritual, and I learn its properties, how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, and how many charges it has, if any, and if there are any spells affecting the item and what they are. And if the item was created by a spell, I learn which spell created it.
Okay. So, you would learn that essentially this, you sense good luck magic emanating off of this trophy. Anyone who holds this trophy is going to get a +1 bonus to ability checks and saving throws. It functions as a stone of good luck. And so, yeah, a luck stone.
When you say hold it, you mean has it on their person, or can I take this down off the podium and just have us all gather around it and hold on to this thing and touch it?
Well, I mean, whoever is carrying
As
it,
you're holding it.
essentially.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Fizwick gets his little greedy hands on it, and you can see him turn around and he does something, and he kind of like looks back at you like a little kid that's doing something he shouldn't, and then he turns back around and he takes a big sip. And he passes it over to Grukvar.
Wait, what did you put in this cup?
Something with some kick.
All right, I'll take a little sip of it.
So Fizwick hands you the cup. There's enough for all of us.
Pass it around. I pass it to Nikos.
Nikos stops and thinks about how many gross lips have been on this cup and goes, I think I'd pass for now.
Arno sticks his trunk in there and takes a big gulp.
Nikos immediately
Alcohol
does not regret his decision. He understands exactly, basically watching what effectively is filled with like snot and mucus get dipped into this thing and just siphon.
That's
like,
not how
you know,
elephants work, man.
It is, and
All right, who wants to take their turn with
you get to enjoy boogies.
Don't blow bubbles
Straight up
before you
there.
do.
Yum, 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 yum.
All right, who wants to take their turn with the good luck bowl? Who wants to
I
carry
emptied
the
out.
one
Says,
being?
I will.
I empty it out and put it on Fizwick's head like a hat.
It fits perfectly.
Okay, that's where it's got to be.
He's already
And
in
it
a
al-
Yeti
it
costume.
also
Now
goes-
he's got a trophy on his head.
It also goes punk when I put it on there.
Beautiful.
I
He
pat it a little
gleefully
bit.
just locks it down
Well,
on there.
well, I suppose it's meant to be.
All right. Fizwick, for now, you can add a stone of good luck. Yeah, I mean, technically this requires attunement, so I guess that would be like an hour, is it? Or is it a short rest or long rest with the item?
Take
But-
one short rest while wearing your magic hat, and you will be a lucky fellow.
There you go. And you
Oh,
guys can
Star
choose to pass that to other party members at key moments if you would like to, but will require attunement. So, all right. Very good. Well done. You all have succeeded at your very first game of Chain Lightning.
Wow.
You guys had talked about heading to the, and you see no sign of the Magen, by the way. They've just kind of disappeared into the ether each time they were struck by the ball. The Professor Scant would probably say something like, yes, those were Magen, and they were often summoned as magical servants for the wizards here in the Netherese Empire. There were various kinds. Those seemed to be more of the magical kind. Others were more brutish and, well, the muscle, if you will.
Someone from where?
Well, I'm not sure exactly, but they're magical constructs. If we could find a spell book, perhaps we can even find a spell of Summon Magen somewhere around here. It could be very useful to bring that sort of magic back. All right. you guys had talked about going to this tower here. Is that still your plan?
Yep, that is still the plan.
Sure.
All right.
As we
Excellent.
walk, I look back longingly, thinking about how maybe we can play again.
Dranyaj's moment of glory in the chain lightning arena. The glory days are over.
I feel like some
Longing-
elephant tribe will be playing this in years to come. The little kids will be off on a field throwing
Raise my
something.
children to.
Won't be electrified, but there'll be some representation, or maybe it'll be on fire or something.
flaming loops of
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Stole these from a circus.
I love it.
Nikos will say, come now, Dronyaj. Consider it this way. You have left the game in your peak, at the top of your game. Undefeated champion.
I turn and chuckle.
All right. The tower before you reaches up like a talon, its stonework studded in chiseled runes. A blue light shines from the highest window. What would you guys like to do?
Walk towards the entrance.
Okay. Yeah, you guys kind of get this, especially Nikos and Grukvar, probably Fizwick too, get a feeling of like, oh, there's definitely a feeling of magic in the air. Really everywhere here, but as you get closer to this tower, you definitely feel that. These glyphs and runes on the outside still glowing with magical energy.
How high up are those glyphs and runes? Are they at eye level?
Yeah, some of them are. Yep,
Can I inspect those?
you sure can. Let's see here.
A perception check? Or
Yeah, actually, go ahead and make me an Arcana check. Anyone can. Well, yeah, probably not Dranyaj.
13.
Try.
13, okay.
Now just for fun, I'm gonna.
All right.
17.
Natural one.
That's
no.
fitting. Fizwick, what about you? Want to make an Arcana check?
Let's see.
Fizwick knows magic.
Yeah,
Your
he's got a
strength is
little-
more in the
Oh,
arena. I
19.
think.
All right.
Wow.
The DC was 18. Fizwick somehow above all others.
This is like Ryan from, or what's his name from Good Place. It's like, what's his name?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The guy from Florida.
Yeah, the guy from Florida is like, oh, I know what this is.
Jason got it. Jason
No offense to people
figured
from
it out.
Florida. You'd have to see this character in particular.
It's always like the
Happens
equivalent
to
of
be
like
from Florida.
Never mind. I've lost it. Go on.
Anyways, we get it.
All
I'm
right.
an
Yeah,
idiot.
yeah,
Let's move on.
Okay. You recognize Fizwick, a symbol for insanity that you have seen somewhere here.
Could have seen that in my teleporting to other realms, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Other than that, you also kind of sense an aura of abjuration magic. So, yeah.
Fizwick would share this with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Can Federo fly up around, do some circles around the spire here and
Mhm.
see what
I
it
was
is?
just gonna say that since I don't know much about magic, I was gonna just sort of like walk the perimeter a little bit, just sort of inspecting, looking around the sides, doing whatever.
Yeah, you don't see much other than the runes, but Federo definitely through like a higher window, can catch glimpses of like that blue light shining from within. You can't quite see what it's coming from. The windows aren't quite large enough, but it looks like some kind of large stone structure in that room. Metal or stone. and it's glowing bright blue.
Well, I guess that lucky hat's already doing its work if you're figuring this out for us, Fizwick. But perhaps we should move on if we don't know the nature of this tower. There's plenty of other places to explore.
Is that a door right in front?
Yeah, it is a door, and it is like an open archway. So you guys could easily walk inside if you wanted to.
Could at least take a peek inside.
Yeah, let's go inside. Yeah, why are we not going in?
Well, I'm not afraid. I'll go inside.
You go first, and Fizwick pushes him first.
I triple dog dare you. Ring the doorbell. Ring it. Ring it.
All right.
All right, I'll go inside.
At the top, there's a staircase. Nothing more than a staircase leading up. It is an empty room other than a staircase leading up to higher. Do you guys walk all the way up, or?
Sure. Do we hear anything once you enter the building? Any sounds or smells or?
No, you don't hear anything. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could make me a perception check if you'd like to.
We're gonna have Federo fly up.
Sure. Yeah.
15.
All right.
Do I still have the orb?
What one?
Which one?
The one from the ice caves?
Oh, nope, that one did disappear. Yep.
Oh, fudge.
So Federo is able to see. Oh, well, first of all, Grukvar, you hear kind of just the flickering of flames. What sounds like that, and Federo flies up, and if you're sending him ahead, Fizwick, you'd easily be able to see that. Well, I'll just describe it to you. A huge anvil, chiseled with vivid blue runes, rests in the center of a 30-foot diameter, 30-foot high circular chamber. Resting atop it is a hammer, adorned with matching runes. 6 armored figures stand guard around the anvil. At the rear of the chamber, the frozen corpse of a wizard lies in a pile of rubble. Blue flames flicker from braziers spaced around the room, illuminating a carved inscription on the ceiling. So, what would you guys like to do? And I guess only Federo has seen this so far.
I guess when we do that
smell
in the future,
anything.
because that'll be a thing I do more than once. We'll just imagine when you were describing that, Fizwick was like, I see this and I see a dead guy and there's some,
Yeah.
We can imagine that it was coming, yeah.
Yep, so Fizwick relayed all that information to you guys, but you haven't seen it yourselves yet. Do you want to continue up?
Do I smell anything odd? I have keen smell.
No odd smell.
Nikos will say, okay, well, I think for the time being, Grogvar and I should go in to have a closer look. Try not to touch anything, at least for now.
I agree.
I was more saying that to Dronya, who doesn't have arcane senses. Entering in, I want to go over to the body of the corpse, and just inspect it. Maybe see if I can ascertain a cause of death.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I'm in the room, are these armored figures more clear? Are they alive? Are they like living? Are they people, or are they? What are they?
Yeah, I'll actually show you guys a picture here. They look similar to the Magen in the Chain Lightning Stadium. Let's see here. There we go.
I tried talking to them before, but they didn't seem to be the talkative type. But oh, there.
No movement really. Maybe a slight twitch here or there, or
they don't really acknowledge our presence.
They're looking at you for sure.
Oh, okay. I would like to go to look at the anvil as well. That's what Nikos is doing.
Okay.
No, well, yeah.
Sorry.
Nikos
Whatever Nikos is doing, I want to look at the anvil.
It's like I walk over to the anvil. Cool. I check the room. I talk to this guy. I open the drawer. I check it, see if there's any magic items. Okay, cool. Now let's go check out the anvil. What do you find, Nico? Like,
so Nikos is examining the corpse. We'll go there first. Yeah, I mean, this body looks like it was mauled. Yeah.
So like bite marks and stuff like that. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna sit there and try and guess what a creature is that I probably won't be able to guess. I look around and I want to see if there's like signs of struggle. I mean, obviously, there's these statues which now when you say they're watching us, their heads are moving, kind of tracking us as we move. Is that kind of the case, or is it just like kind of one of those perspectives type thing?
Yeah, no, they're definitely kind of like turning to where you all are, making sure there are always some of them in between you and the anvil.
Yep.
And yeah, you see. I mean, so the rubble. There is a pile of rubble right near this wizard's body. It looks like to you, Nikos, something broke in through the tower and killed this wizard, and then left. Yeah, so there's like a hole in the side there, and part of the floor has fallen down. You probably would have seen part of the floor fallen down and some rubble even on the stairs as you were coming up.
Okay, yeah. So so there doesn't seem to.
I'm sorry.
So, sorry, I was gonna say. So it doesn't seem like like the windows smashed in. There's like claw marks on the walls and floor or something like that. So this person being mauled seems rather unusual. Like he was maybe mauled somewhere else and dragged here.
You probably would see like some claw marks if you examined. Yeah.
Okay.
But more like more blunt damage. Definitely on both the probably more blunt damage on the wizard itself.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This rubble, did it leave? Did this something dug up into this space?
Yeah, that's the way it looks. Something just got up here somehow.
Did it leave a hole that we could, or a tunnel that we could enter?
You peer out the hole and you see other parts of the city through the side of the tower.
It's through the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So something's come in through the window and stuff like that.
These bodies.
Sorry, not the come through the wall.
These are fresh bodies. This wizard.
Yeah, the wizard. The body, it looks like almost preserved as it was.
Can you look at the? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
If you were trying to, if the body was preserved, would you be able to tell from the rubble that there was dust lying on any of this damage that didn't happen recently, or?
No, there doesn't appear to be a whole lot of dust, but you oddly haven't noticed much dust anywhere in this what appears to be very still city.
Classic cleaning magic.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
Well, my best guess would be that this mage tried his best to get at the anvil and perhaps paid for it with his life. But I don't know.
By looking at the damage, can we see that this creature had retreated and gone somewhere else? Like, is there tracks that it must have left some trail of where it went, maybe?
No, you don't see. I mean, by all appearances, it must have gone through. It must have either not been something that leaves tracks, or must have gone out the hole in the tower, essentially.
It could potentially also be a flyer.
Fizwick takes a torch, and he lights his torch, and he uses his spell that makes control flames, and he makes it really, really bright. And he takes and we can see the ceiling, right? Like we can see above us through a hole or something.
Yeah, there's actually an inscription on the ceiling. Runes.
Can we read what that says?
Does anyone speak Draconic?
Lynn does.
I think Nikos might too, right?
Yes, Nikos does.
Okay. I will put this in the Zoom chat for posterity, but I will read it to you guys. First, shield thy heart with a wand from the nether oak. and I will paste that into the Zoom chat here. And the YouTube chat, why not?
I have proficiency on nature. Could I check to see if it looked like whatever marks we're seeing look familiar to something I may have come across in my travels?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and make, and you know, with Fizwick's light that he's created, I'll let you make a survival check or nature check with advantage.
With that light, we can see the ceiling. We can see the room fully, right? Like
Yeah.
there's no shadows or okay.
So
Yeah.
how does that work then if I make a survival check and I already get advantage on it? And you give me advantage?
Then you don't get double advantage. No, it's just
Okay. Well, that wasn't awesome. It was the math 12.
okay. Yeah, I mean, you don't really notice anything specific, but it doesn't look like there's much by way of like claw marks. Any cuts on the body seem to be could have been consistent with just being scraped by this rubble or by you know, a blunt object more.
Well, I think we've got a lot of places we can explore and come back.
Well, if well, I mean, I was just about to say this place here, this phrase that it says, I know what it means. It is the first part of what I think is going to be the ritual to get within the inner sanctum. If you remember those one-eyed creatures that we encountered earlier on, they mentioned that the wizards here used to perform some kind of ritual in order to tear down the wardings and allow them access to the main tower. This looks as to be the first step or the first part of said ritual. Looking out the window and at the cityscape, I can see that there are others. 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 5, a collapsed one, 6, maybe a 7th one behind the tower there, if we're making them evenly spaced out. But it looks as though there are 7 towers exactly like this, which means I believe that there are 7 steps to this ritual, and we'll need to visit each of these towers to ascertain how to open it.
Did we not see a place with trees from the ice bridge outside? Perhaps the Nether Oak is there.
Villain says, I think what you're saying makes a lot of sense, Nikos.
And Dronyage, you are correct. Perhaps it does as well. But until we know what the ritual is, like for example going into the center, I think journeying into what could potentially be a place filled with flying death creatures might be something we wait until we see if we need a piece of Nether Oak. For now, we do need the riddle, and that will require us to visit these towers, which I think we should do next.
All right. Then let's head to the next one.
Right.
Can we? I mean, just for ease, let's say we shall go clockwise around the tower.
Okay.
Because yeah, and we'll take the, unless there's something obstructing us, we'll take the inner path. Like we won't just run directly for it. We'll take the inner path around the little, I don't know, what do you call them? Like little districts, I guess. Like we'll kind of skirt the districts as we make our way to the from tower to tower.
Yep.
Very Menzo Berenson feel.
Yeah, as you guys exit, you do notice around the next kind of like district or neighborhood, there seems to be like these magical street lights that are still lit, emitting this very pleasant kind of bluish light. And yeah, we will head to the next tower. So the next tower then would be this one right here, kind of in the armpit of that large buttress.
Is that the only thing we notice as we go past the districts? There's no, doesn't look like there's anybody home or anything.
Are the districts walled?
No, they're not walled. It's kind of a sidewalk, tiled around the districts here. Oh yeah, let me show the map to our viewers too. Sorry. There we go. So the players were right here and are now headed to this one. Yeah, let me just make sure I'm not missing anything in terms of like, just what you
Just
might
judging from
notice.
the artwork, it looks like there are places where there might be things aflame. So I thought I'd ask.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you definitely notice some different lights coming from certain structures more than others. Yeah, you definitely see, like this kind of large orangish light coming from underneath the central tower. Large kind of orb, and certain, you can kind of see from the map, what you would see really, if you zoom in there.
But no signs of life or people ducking into houses or anything like that.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me. And why don't you all do that?
Natural 20
Okay.
plus 4.
Can Federo make one?
13.
I'll allow it this time, Will.
It was a 4 anyways.
17.
Right. Yeah, I would say that you guys definitely catch like flashes of light here and there, like that kind of catch your eye and you turn and there's nothing there. Yeah, you kind of get the feeling like you're being watched.
Like a little kid's bouncy ball rolls out from an alley, but there's no kid behind it.
Exactly. All right, and I think
Red
that's
balloon
actually
comes up in the sewers.
that's actually a good place for us to take a quick break. So we're gonna do that, and when we come back, you guys will have a chance to explore this tower if you wish. So everyone stick with us. We'll be back in about 5 minutes, and look forward to continuing our adventure. Thanks for hanging with us tonight, everybody. We'll be back soon. Hello, everybody. Thanks for hanging with us through the break there. We are back playing some Dungeons and Dragons. You guys ready to go?
Sir.
All right, excellent. Quick reminder to check out our sponsor, Hero Forge. They make awesome tools for making things like the tokens you see, our little profile pictures there, as well as miniatures that you can 3D print on your own. You design it from the ground up yourself, or you can have them deliver miniatures to your house. Bring your character to life with Hero Forge. Also, check out Dead Aussie Gamer. That's Michael's channels. He's got Twitch and YouTube, and links to those are in the video description. And he's a busy dude, always running lots of great games. And check out Fizwick's Dark Sea Workshop to get your own beautiful, sparkling dice. Full sets now available. Oh man, check out this birthday party D20 here. It's hot. Yeah, so go support an independent craftsman. Dark Sea Workshop, link in the video description to his Etsy shop. Here we go. You guys make your way to the tower that is seen right here, kind of in the under this buttress. And as you approach it, you find that this tower is engraved with interlocking circles of stone. Yellow light spills from its topmost window, and the faint sound of brooms brushing on stonework drifts through its broken doors.
Any runes on the walls here at all?
No runes, just kind of interlocking circles.
Like stonework, like a design?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can the stones be moved? Like if I were to sort of rotate them or shift it?
No, they're just kind of carved in, a nice looking design, but they don't seem to move at all.
In either you can't push them like buttons.
Mm-mm.
What happens if you stand in one?
Well, they're just carved like circles onto the wall, the outside wall of the tower.
Like low relief,
Mm-hmm.
like
Exactly.
a crown molding.
The door is accessible.
Yes, the doorway is open.
Can I poke my head in?
Absolutely. You see another staircase. Nothing much more than that. There is some sections of wall and brick that are just like missing. Some of the stairs themselves are also like, broken-ish as you look at them. But it's fairly clean. Not much rubble laying around.
Sorry, just to jog my memory super quick, was there a similar symbol of that kind, like on the other tower as well?
No, that one had glowing runes. This one does not.
Okay.
But the interior does look quite similar, I would say. In that, there's nothing much other than a staircase leading up.
I'll head up the
Making my
stairs.
way up. Yep.
Okay. As you guys head up, and probably Fizwick, you're sending Federo up ahead.
Yeah, I think you could assume I'd send him before I went myself.
Okay, yep, so you guys would hear from Fizwick that glowing orbs are set into the walls of this 30-foot diameter circular chamber. Same size as the other one. 4 giant hands made of shimmering force hover in the center of the room, guarding a tiny ornamental tower perched on a pedestal.
That look like a tower we've seen in the city.
No, doesn't look quite like any that you've seen.
And the orbs are stuck in the wall.
The orbs, and by the way, as Federo flies into the room, one of the hands swipes at Federo.
Great.
These very large hands, like taller than Dranyage hands.
Really?
That's a big hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you're talking.
You can see Federo move out of the way just fast enough that he loses some feathers.
Yeah.
So, but the orbs are they like in a configuration of any?
No, they're
Or
they're
just-
not really in any particular pattern. They're kind of I would say it's symmetrical, but they're kind of like, you know, this one high, this one low, this one a little in the middle, and then, you know, yep.
The hands are that you said they're shimmering?
Yeah, this kind of like bluish light. I'll actually show you guys a picture here.
Okay.
Just get a screen grab here. And there we go. Imagine this creature is Federo.
Okay. Cool.
Hmm.
Spooky.
But there's no heat coming from them. It's energy.
Well, you weren't in the room. Well, do you want to go into the room?
I
Do
mean,
you want to be Federo?
we're kind of climbing
Yeah.
up the stairs. I kind of
Yeah,
assumed
no, you
we were
don't feel any
staying-
heat coming from like the entrance to the room or
Yeah.
anything as you get closer.
More magic, guys. I don't know what to do, and I stand aside.
Okay, so the first room had writing on the ceiling and a small anvil with guardians that were protecting it. This room has giant incorporeal death hands, which are guarding a small tower. But there's nothing on the ceiling or nothing written, no phrase.
No. not
And the
here.
orbs.
I think we're gonna have to do battle with those hands if you want to get a chance to even inspect those runes.
Do the circles at the entrance to the tower, did they match the configuration of the orbs in the wall at all?
They definitely look to be of a similar size, yeah.
But not like there's some riddly clue.
Not that you
Fizwick
can tell, really.
takes one of his arrows and shoots it at one of the hands to see what the response.
Okay, yeah. The hand kind of quickly zooms over to you and is basically going to stick some fingers through the door. And everyone roll initiative.
Ugh. This is like every time.
I thought it was gonna catch it or something.
You're trying to play a game with it. You're just trying to have fun here.
Yeah.
It's the hand that's unsporting.
No offense, bro.
23.
13.
17.
Oh, and I guess I'm supposed to roll for
Federo.
Dingus. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just let him go on your turn. That's usually
Okay.
easiest.
Cool. 13.
Granyage, then we got Grekvar. Nikos, what'd you get? Initiative.
Sorry, I got an 11.
Okay. Okay, so we got Dranyage, Grekvar, Fizwick, and Nikos. And let's see how they do. 8. All right. And then our hands. All right, so Nikos, or I'm sorry, hold on one moment here. So yeah, your arrow does appear to have hurt it. Fizwick, I'm gonna have you make a damage roll actually for that. We'll just say you hit.
Oh,
It's a pretty
okay.
big target.
9.
Okay, 9 points of damage. Oh, do you get sneak attack if it hasn't acted in combat yet? I don't remember how that works. I feel like
That's a
Yeah, just after
Pathfinder.
That's a arch or a hunter, I think.
oh, okay. Let me just check because I played a
Rogues
rogue.
are they're flanked, I think.
Attack 5e. So it says that because that's a big difference in damage for this. Now that you're level 9.
I think when I
You
have
don't need
only did
advantage
it
on the
if I set
attack
it.
roll if another enemy of the target's within 5 feet of it. Yeah, no, I don't think you do. Only if you're hidden. Oh, if you're hidden, you have advantage. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't say anything about being stealth though.
Yeah. You don't need advantage.
I'm gonna throw my 9 points of Fury of the Small on that.
Mhm.
Round it up to 18 there.
18 damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So, yeah, the hand is clearly hurt by this, and then it's gonna reach out to you, trying to attack you.
As a
and-
bonus action, can I get a bonus action in there?
Sure, but it also, like, I'm gonna say it kind of caught you by surprise that it attacked
Oh, this
you,
is a reaction.
so-
This isn't my turn, so I'm not like gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's all good. So I'm just gonna say, okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, it hits you, and it is going to be 23 force damage.
I'm gonna use my uncanny dodge. When an attacker that you see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to have the damage.
Absolutely. Yep. All right.
12
And
points, is it? So it's down to 12,
so
right?
23. Yep. You can take
or-
it down to 12. Yep.
Okay.
That brings us to Dranyage. You guys are all still kind of in the corridor before entering the room here.
Are the fingers still through the door, or has it retracted?
I would say it's just retracted a little bit, and there's one hand that is very close to the entryway, but you would have room to like walk around it if you wanted to walk in.
Okay.
The room.
Can I can I just use my put my shield in front of me, kind of like a snowplow kind of stance, and like get as low as possible, and just walk slowly through the door?
Sure. Yep. That is totally fine. I would say it's far back enough that you would not be provoking an opportunity attack.
Okay.
I'm just going to go ahead and whip up a quick map here for us.
Okay.
Do you guys see the new map now? It's just a grid.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
on
I'll
out
be
there.
rodeo.
I see it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yep. I'm just gonna. This will just make things a little bit easier for us. So give me a moment here. And yeah, I'll just keep it a.
What did you just do, Dranyage? Did you walked into the room?
Yeah, sort of with my shield in front of me to like push my way in, but not more like just protecting my body as I walk in.
Okay.
But that might change depending on how this map plays out. See.
And Fizwick, you got hit with what?
A big hand, man.
Fizwick got fingers.
Big hand man.
got
So the
little
hand man
huge-
slams you.
Just
right in the head.
boom.
Ooh. I think I
Flick
figured
in the
something
nose.
out.
Okay.
I think I figured something out. I'm hoping I figured something out.
Cool. I like things. All right. I've drawn together a quick rudimentary map here. You guys aren't able to drag your tokens onto the map, are you?
All right, let's hear it. What I'm gonna do is
All right, so the purple is the door. Is that true?
Yes, the purple will be the door. Imagine that this is round.
Okay.
And I'm looking for Dranyage's token.
Michael, did you figure out how to one-shot them?
You'd think so.
Okay, cool. So, if you guys want to move yourselves... Oops, my door went away.
Oh, sorry, that was my bad.
That's all right.
Putting the circle.
I can draw it again. It's very simple. There we go.
All right. So, and the room is round.
Yes, the room is round. So
Okay.
you can imagine that... yeah.
Okay, the door keeps disappearing, but
Me and Michael are doing the same thing. I did it
Dang it!
again. All right, I'm going to show the viewers here so they can appreciate the hilarity of this.
We're fighting it.
No,
All right.
I'll draw the
I was-
door.
I
No,
was-
I'll erase my door. No, I'll draw it. No, I'll erase it. You can have it.
Because you know what I was trying to do was I was trying to draw the whole.
Yeah, the circle of the room.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna mess
That's
with
what I would
that.
like to see.
It's
Just
frustrating for Owlbear Rodeo.
even if it's
drawing a
not
circle
actually
is way
around,
too
it's
hard.
just helpful to see what the bounds of the space are.
Yeah.
Nice. I like
Where
that.
where are
Stop
the
sign.
where are
There we
the
go.
orbs in
This is like
relationship
way
to-
bigger, I guess, than the room actually is, but we're just gonna roll with it. Okay. The yeah, I like this size better for our purposes anyway. That's
There you go.
very good enough.
Where-
That little compass symbol is the little pedestal with the tower on it. Okay, and the hands are right there. All right,
And where are the orbs?
they're just on the wall, like wall, almost like light sconces. Is kind of the function of these, just lighting the room.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Um,
So, Dranyaj, you can go ahead and
Yes,
move your
so
token where you
I'm
want to.
going to have my shield out, but I'm going to be low to the ground, as low as I can get. And I'm just going to, let's see, are these 5 foot?
Yeah, 5 foot squares.
5, 10, 15, 20, 40. I'm going to kind of like crouch walk sideways, like a bipedal crab.
Yep.
And sneak along the side of the wall. And I don't want to show any aggression, but I do want to protect myself just in case.
Okay. Yep. Absolutely. All right. I'm gonna make them a little smaller there. Okay. That's more.
And actually, I guess I will hold my action then. If one does try to attack me, I will hold my attack until that point.
All right. Yep. Sounds good. You can hold that action. All right. That brings us to Gruckvar.
So there's runes in this room, correct?
Correct.
They're on the wall.
Yes. No, sorry. There are not runes. There are only the glowing orbs on the wall that seem to be functioning as room lights.
Okay.
No runes.
If I was to look,
Can Nikos yell out to Grokvar? Grokvar, cast your detect magic. See if you can find any sign of conjuration magic.
In order to do that, I need to touch something. I need to physically touch something in order to identify what's going on magically. But
Or you don't have the gaze detect magic?
no, we just look out and see it. That's how that would work. You would just see it in the air or something.
I mean, maybe touch the walls then?
Okay, I'm going to run. I'm going to run into the room, and do I see? What do I see if I enter the room? Do I see anything different that I would not see from the doorway? If I look up, if I look around it, do I see anything of note? No writing on the walls, nothing like that.
Nope.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to cast invisibility on myself.
And heal Fizwick.
Okay. Yeah. You managed to do so.
And I want to walk towards the replica tower.
There we go. I made you faded slightly.
Where did I go?
You're invisible.
You really did make me invisible. I can't see myself.
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, he's gone.
Let me let you move yourself.
That's okay. That's fine. I can still. I want to just go inspect that
We'll put
replica
white
tower.
around you to signify your invisibility. There we go.
I would like to just inspect that replica tower and take a look at it. It's just sitting on a platform in the middle of the room.
Yep. And as you move close to it, these hands definitely, are closing in on you.
Okay, because I didn't think this through, but they don't have eyes, so it doesn't matter that I'm invisible or not. Whoops, my bad. But anyways,
Just one eyeball per fingernail.
is there any so the replica tower? Is there any writing on the tower itself? Anything of that nature?
Good question. Let's see here. The actual tower, no. No writing on the tower whatsoever. It looks like a miniature a nice little tower.
Oh, step. Messing up.
I want to grab it and throw it to Fizwick.
Okay.
Oh no! I yell out, Grokvar, don't! Like I will, like Nikos will yell that out.
I stay my hand. I stay my hand.
Working on an idea here too, actually.
This might be a room filled with conjuration magic. The summoning of these things, for example. The other school of magic that is associated with conjuration is teleportation.
I don't now. The hands can see everything that I do, but I don't think that Nikos can. So I am going to.
No. When you went invisible, I know exactly what you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not. Look, Nikos is a very bright cookie. I'm not. Yeah.
I am going to.
Also, to let the GM know,
I'm gonna take Dranyaj's cue, and I'm going to back up to the wall in a similar fashion, but opposite from him.
Okay. Yep.
I have a question. I was gonna say I have a question for the GM. Now you're not the kind of individual that would put traps in that might, like, I don't know, teleport your arm to like Timbuktu and your leg to like Afghanistan and just.
No,
he killed his best friend.
Where are these places?
He killed his best friend. You do not doubt what this man will do.
Velen from the door attempts as a test to cast Tasha's hideous laughter on one of these hands.
Okay.
So wisdom saving throw.
We'll just say Velen probably 14.
Yes, I think so.
Is the DC? What is the saving throw? Wisdom, probably?
Yeah, it's wisdom.
Okay. I rolled a 10.
Okay. Is your intelligence above 4?
This is interesting.
Not your intelligence.
Yeah. So
smart are you?
The intelligence of this hand is 1.
Okay, it's not affected.
Okay. Yeah, so she casts this and just kind of sees it like no effect whatsoever.
Okay.
She shakes her hand like.
She passes that information to Nikos as she's standing right next to him. That
Nikos looks and says, "Oh, really? The giant floating hands don't have brains? Brilliant! I'm so glad we brought you along." He starts swearing and Thayan. Basically, it translates to a very loose interpretation of, that spike ball game that we were talking about in Thay.
Yeah.
When you're really desperate, right? They say it's like spike ball with children. One person has the ball and he starts running around like his head's run off, and he doesn't even remotely consider that the dogs are chasing after him, and all the dogs go after the one thing. So if the child's got the ball, doesn't matter. All the dogs chase the one child. Instead of like working as a team and going after all the children, no. That's what he's relating this to. It's like watching, all the dogs going for the hunk of meat at the same time, rather than going, hey, you know what Nikos has? A giant cube that makes us immune to magic.
That's right. Forgot about that.
Crazy, right?
Good point.
I'm just gonna walk in.
Man.
All right. So. That brings us to Fizwick.
So there's 4 orbs, you said.
There are 4
orbs?
of these hands, and there are lots of glowing orbs on the wall, kind of serving as lights for this chamber.
Okay.
Oh,
The hands? What? Do they look to be made out of fire?
No, I mean, I'll go back to that picture here. They're
I
just
thought
kind
you
of like
said there were
spectral,
4
shimmering
orbs.
with magic.
Okay.
Yeah.
It looked like, I thought maybe like a blue, but yeah, more magic. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, I can see why you would say fire. There's a little bit of that element, but no, it's more like bluish light.
So there are many
wisps.
orbs. They're not 4 orbs.
Yes, there are many orbs. There are 4 hands.
I am going.
There went mine.
to
Your arrow did seem to have an impact on it, by the way.
okay, but it's right in front of me.
Well, you can see the map here. It's probably about 20 feet
Oh,
from you
yes. Sorry.
now. No worries.
Let's I don't have anything cool here. I did for a second, but none of it played out in my shoot it with a bow.
All right. Go ahead and make that attack.
19.
That is a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh, this is gonna be big, you guys. Hold on. Everyone sit down. 8 points.
Yeah, and no sneak attack on this one, I don't think, because no one is in melee range. Gruckvar's almost, but not quite.
Oh, sorry. I remember I sort of departed.
My rolls have been
Oh yeah,
awful
you moved back to the
tonight.
wall-ish.
Uh-huh.
All right, so 8 points of damage.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I mean that's the same one you hit before, and it definitely like flickers for a moment, like it's losing some of its light.
As bonus action, is there? This room looks empty, right? Or
Yeah, it's pretty empty. Yep.
nothing. I got nothing.
Okay. Yeah. Do you want to move in at all, or are you just gonna stay there?
I'm just gonna stay here.
Okay. You could try to like hide around the corner if you wanted to. Break
Could
the-
I? Could Nico say, Fizwick, do you want to go for a walk with me?
I love going for walks.
Okay, come on, buddy.
It's Nikos' turn.
I'm going to walk alongside Fizwick, and if that's okay, I'd like Fizwick to just keep an eye out for traps in front of me. Because I want to use... Bing! Bing!
Yep.
Beep, 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 beep. Okay, don't step on that one. Yeah. So I'm going to pull out my force cube, and I'm going to set it to its 4th configuration, which prevents magic and spells from penetrating the cube.
Yep, you do so. How much space does that occupy?
It will occupy a square of 15 foot.
Okay. Yep, you managed to do so. So that's going to be 3 squares on the map here, essentially. And you're going to, I assume, kind of walk forward into the room?
I'm going to walk... So, just because I, Michael, know how the rules work, would Nikos know that I can't enter an area without jeopardizing my shield if there's, like, magic there? Like, for example, with these creatures, right? If I were to walk at them, would they suspend the spell as if an anti-magic area would be there? Would they be pushed against it and potentially break my shield? Or, would they just simply sort of punk and bounce, like, clean off?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know if Nikos would really know that.
Okay, so in order to
all
avoid...
you know is they can't penetrate it, right? That's the rules as written, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that so it's basically to stop 2 walls of force crushing someone. It's basically, the rules as written are that they get a save, and then if they do, they break the effect of the shield. So
Okay.
I'm just going to go off being safe rather than sorry, and I'm going to move around it. So 5, 15, 20, 35, 10... maybe need to be further. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So me and Fizz will go over to about here. Pick up Dronyage, as it were. Yeah, and I'm gonna basically try and make my way towards the object.
Okay.
Yeah, yep.
Yep. All right, you managed to do so. And that brings us to the hands. And yeah, they are going to well, I guess this one is going to move to attack Velin. No, this is probably going to move to attack Fizwick here. Nikos and Velin. They can't see Gruckvar, I don't think. I don't know. I don't know how that would
what does
work.
it say? It usually says what their sense is. What sort of senses do they have? They have like
They
blind
do
sight
have dark
or...
vision, so I feel like they could see.
Okay, then I think invisibility would work against them.
Dark
oh,
senses.
condition immunities. I mean, they're... Yeah, that's tough. Because they do have condition immunity against being blinded. But anyway, we're just going to go with it.
Okay.
Okay, so the one that is going to attack Velin will do so. And that is going to be a definite hit. And that is going to be... Oh boy, 24 damage to Velin.
Okay.
As this hand just grabs her. And, no, it actually is going to punch her, essentially. Yep. If the target... Okay, nope, we're good there. And then the next one is going to attack through the magical barrier. Well, not through, but try to attack the magical barrier. So how does that work, Michael?
I was like, oh no!
Great idea, Nikos.
Are they...
Yeah,
Do they attack and then have to overcome a certain obstacle, or does it automatically just not penetrate?
They cannot penetrate it.
Okay, yep.
So long as it is a spell and magics just simply do not pass through the barrier.
Yep. All right. Cool. That brings us to...
I shouldn't lie. There are some spells that will. Disintegrate, Horn of Blasting, Pass Wall, Prismatic Spray, and Wall of Fire.
Okay.
I don't know why. Oh, because of the heat, obviously, yeah.
Yep.
So if you
Nope,
put a wall of
you're good
fire
then.
around the thing, you can cook me. Yeah.
All right. Very good. That brings us to Dranyage. It is your turn. You are in the Force Cube.
So I sent you a question in Zoom chat.
Ah, okay. Yes, there is an entry for that spear. It is called... Oh, boy. It's probably in D&D Beyond. Let me double check here. H20... Okay. It is Vlagomir's Spark. I'll put that in the Zoom chat.
No wonder I couldn't find it.
Yeah, it's not even called a spear. It's just called Vlagomir's Spark.
Mark?
Actually, also, if I may, technically speaking, they can't get...
It's not in D&D Beyond.
Okay. Well,
I don't think. Well, hold on one second.
Yeah.
Maybe it is.
it is. Yeah, what are you looking for? Are you looking for if you'd be large enough to wield it yet?
I don't know.
Is that what you're looking for, though, or what are you? What
I was just wanting to know what its stats were, so I.
Oh,
could...
yeah. Yeah, I can look it up later, but I don't have it. I just have it in the book right now, and yeah. All right.
I was actually going to say, Nate, actually, technically, they can't actually approach either, because they are magic, aren't they? I imagine.
They are magic, yes.
Yeah.
So I think the cube, though, if Dranyage is in it, then it's only 15 feet, right? Or
It is only
15
15
feet either
foot.
direction.
Actually, that's a good
I'm
question.
crouched low, and I'm only 9 feet tall, so I'm probably like 4 feet wide. I don't know how that works with elephants.
So I feel like they would be able to get
You can
here
actually press the
if
key.
Dranyage is in it, and here, and maybe like there. If the cube is like this.
Oh, it's centered on me.
Oh, centered on you. Okay. So
Yeah,
Dranyage is not quite in it yet, but they probably wouldn't. They would probably still try to attack you.
Okay, yeah, it does say 15 foot. 15 foot to the sides are 15 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be. You're right. It would be that big. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, they try to attack through the barrier and are stymied. All right. So Dranyage, what would you like to do?
Yeah, so it's not. I don't know. You might have to walk me through it, but my hope is to let's see. So I can enter the space, right? I
Yes,
can
you
walk
can.
into the box.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to walk in and then let's see. I accidentally. Sorry. I'm going to attack I'm going to try to attack with the spear. I'm going to stab once to the left and then once to the right.
Okay. Yeah, I would say with the size of the spear, you'd be making that attack with disadvantage at this time.
Because I'm a Luxodon, I can lift and move things that a creature one size higher than me can move and lift.
Yeah.
So,
Frost
like,
giant. Probably huge, right?
I'm actually not. So I just looked it up. I'm still considered medium for one more foot. You have to be 10 feet tall to be large. So it'd be a large.
Yeah. So a frost giant is huge. So probably not quite yet.
Okay, then I'll just use the trident instead.
Okay. Yep. You go for it. You can make those attacks.
Okay. So
Now,
that is a.
Michael, can a magical weapon pass through?
It's
It's
just
excellent
plus
question.
2. It's just plus 2. Does that make it magical?
It
does.
does. Yep.
Okay.
Let me have a look.
That would have been fun to find out
bong.
after. Water.
Pink. Oh shit!
Ow.
Okay, here we go. No, specifically spell effects. So
Okay.
I guess for the purposes of this, it would be simply the magic item
Yeah.
and not really a spell effect. Though, I mean, there would be enough room to warrant that passing it through would remove the enchantment for
Yeah.
suppress it, as it were. So it wouldn't provide the +2 bonus as you pass through it and into the other side, as the spell and the magic would be hampered or hindered passing through.
Yeah. Let's go with a +1 trident for the purpose of it being in the cube.
Then that's a 21 to hit.
That hits. First one hits. We'll make that against number 3, which has already been hit.
For hold on. Oh. 7 damage, but I would, as a bonus action, I'm going to rage, if that's okay.
Yeah.
So that actually makes it 10 damage for the one.
Okay. Yep.
And the second attack is also a 21.
Hits. And is that against number 4 there?
Yeah, and that is 13 damage.
All right. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, these definitely are having an impact. Yep, they're flickering for a moment, and the light getting weaker with each hit. All right.
And let's see here. Oh, never mind. It's not slashing damage, so it doesn't count. Never mind.
All right. Cool. And then that brings anything else?
No, that's good. I will stay hunkered, as it were.
Yeah. All right, Gruckvard, is your turn. You are invisible. You have seen this hand attack Velin and just kind of punch her into the wall. What would you like to do?
I step up to the hand and place my hand on it and cast Inflict Wounds.
Okay. Yeah, how does that work? Do I have to make a save?
It's a melee attack. It's a melee spell attack.
Yeah, go for it.
Rolled a 12.
Unfortunately, that is a miss.
Okay. I withdraw my hand angrily.
Yeah, it kind of, twitches in your direction a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, anything else you'd like to do?
Can I, as a bonus action, cast another spell if it is that,
Yeah, if it's a bonus action, go for it.
Mm-hmm. I will cast Spiritual Weapon. So I reach over with my left hand and grab the haft of my warhammer, and I draw out of it a spiritual hammer, like a translucent ethereal hammer, ruby red, and toss it towards the hand. And another melee spell attack.
Yeah.
25.
That hits.
Okay. 6 points of damage.
All right. Nice. Yeah, the hammer strikes it and it turns. It
And I am
twitches.
no longer invisible.
Okay. Yep. Very good.
Actually,
All right.
I'm not. Actually, I am still invisible. I thought I needed concentration for that. I guess I do not. Okay.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right.
Velen reaches over and makes a vampiric touch attack.
Nice.
So 15 15 plus 6 21. Does that hit?
Hits. Yeah.
Okay. That's 12 points of damage
Nice.
and allows her to regain 6 points of damage
Ooh.
or
very
6
nice.
points of healing.
Yep. All right. 12 points of damage. Got it. All right. Yeah, this hand is kind of like swooping through the air, like twitching back and forth as it's being struck. And that brings us to Fizwick.
Fizwick is gonna bonfire the weakest one that's been taking all the hits there. For
You're in a bubble.
So,
oh wait, that's right. Yeah, God, bubbles,
so
man.
you could
I was gonna
fire
get-
an arrow, or you could step outside of the tank here. I call that a tank because I envision.
Man, my
It's like an
action
aquarium.
because
Slowly
I'm
moving.
stealth. It's like everything is like single-digit points. Man.
Every once in a while, an invisible box lifts up and 6 feet go boop, 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 bloop.
So you can easily step like back here
Mhm.
and cast bonfire, and then step back in. That's one option. Or you could fire your arrow. That would definitely pass through.
Yeah, let's go out because the bonfire is all my weapons are terrible compared to bonfire. It's my most powerful option unless I'm like stealth or like doing sneak damage. Like just as direct
Yeah.
hit is there's no point anymore.
You could do sneak damage.
It's forcing
on
me to
number
do
one.
this. Sneak. I could.
Yeah,
but I'm
number
not
one
hidden?
because it is other allies are within 5 feet.
Okay. Let's do that. Then let's go with a bow shot. That would be
All
much
right.
better.
Yeah.
I rolled a 28 to hit.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
Let's do that.
That sweet sneak attack bonus there.
15 points of damage, not counting the sneak attack. 11 points from the sneak attack.
Okay, so 26.
Yeah.
This hand just flickers and disappears. Gone. This kind of blue wisp just kind of floats in the air for a moment and then kind of floats up toward the ceiling, dissipating slowly. All right. Nice. Anything else you'd like to do, Fizwick?
Just try to hide behind one of these guys here.
Yeah, sure. Dranyaj is large. There we go. All right. Very good. That brings us to Nikos. Your turn.
Nikos is going to.
And just for the ease of gameplay, I'll say, like, if you move, I'll let the others creep along with you.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. In which case, we are kind of stuck because again, I don't want to push the barricade. Actually, you know what? This is a good learning experience. No, Nikos will push the barricade. I'll see what happens. I want to try and move 5, 15, 20, 25 up to the podium. But
Okay.
obviously, there's not enough room for the shield to pass between these two.
Yep.
Which. Now, this is just I again, this is something just from the back of my memory on how shields and forces and barricades work and interact. I believe they get a strength save equal to what the strength save would be.
Yep.
For an object of this, so it would be whatever mine is. That is a 16.
Okay. We're going to try it here. All right. One of them makes it. Number 4 makes it. The other one rolled.
Well, Oh no, that's fine. Look, as soon as one of them makes it, the shield breaks.
Okay.
That's basically it. So instead of moving to there, I'm gonna move to here, and then burn another chunk of charges and reactivate it.
Okay. Yep. Cool.
But
So,
the
yeah,
but the what do you call it? The
hand.
tower is not in the barricade, which is what I wanted.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So okay, hold on. I need to just chalk off some stuff. Yep. And that is me done.
Okay.
10,
Excellent.
14.
Let me see if I can delete this one here.
I can do it. It's fine. You keep going.
Okay, I got it. That brings us to the hands. All right, so there's a new barricade in place. They are not too bright, and they're still going to try to attack. These two at least, and they are going to fail. The third one, it would probably actually follow as well because it was just close to you. They're all just kind of clustered around you, and they're going to follow, trying to attack. And they fail. So that brings us to Dranyage.
All right.
Number 3 has been hit a lot.
Okay.
Number 4 a little bit, and number 2 not yet.
Okay. I was gonna ask something, and now I don't remember what it was. Dang it.
Sorry.
I don't remember. Anyway, I am going to. Oh, crap! I probably can't. I probably can't Ghost Water Dive out of this cube, can I?
I don't think so, but you could step out of it pretty easily and then do so.
Without, well, I guess they can't have an attack of opportunity if they can't get to me. Like if I stepped out of the back.
Right, exactly. If you step out like over here or something, that would work fine.
Okay. Crap, I wish I remember what I was going to say. Anyway, I will step backwards a few feet, and then I will Ghost Water Dive 30 feet to behind this dude.
Yep. Awesome.
And that allows me to, as part of that attack. So I will go back to what I was doing here. And I will, I think, use my spear, or not my spear, the trident again. And now that I'm out, that is a 26 to hit.
All right, that hits definitely.
And oops, dice. That's not any better. Anyway, that's a 7 plus 3. That's 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage is exactly how much was left. So your trident kind of pierces this hand as it kind of like, and then just like disappears in this wisp of blue.
Does it disappear to any specific location, or does it just sort of vanish into the air?
There is a slight blue wisp that just kind of floats up towards the ceiling, but then it dissipates before it hits the ceiling.
Okay. Let's see. So I probably, let's see. I can't do anything else, and I don't really feel like trying to see if my dredge line will do anything. So I think but he's dead. I'll use which one has been hit the next most?
Number 4 has been hit once.
And 2 is still fine?
Yep.
Okay, so then I will just sidestep for a little bit more of my movement over here.
Mm-hmm. All right, very good. And that brings us to Grukvar. And then
And I
Fizwick
just remembered
next.
what I was going to ask.
Go ahead.
No, it doesn't apply. Never mind.
Okay.
I answered my own question earlier, but didn't tell myself I answered my own question.
Grukvar
you
clears his throat to get his spiritual weapon's attention, and when he sees that he has it, he runs forward with the hammer running alongside him, and swings his hammer at this closest hand, with the spiritual weapon swinging from the opposing side,
All right.
trying to kind of trap it in the middle there.
Nice. I love it. All right, go ahead and make those attack rolls.
Oof. All right, that's 10 for my hammer.
Miss.
And then for the spiritual weapon, let's see, 23.
Hits. We continue the pattern of Grukvar's spiritual weapon being better than he is.
I'm hoping no one's seen me get consistently shamed by this hammer.
It's all right. At least you brought it along.
Still my hammer, mine.
7 points of damage.
All right, 7 points of damage on number 2. All right, very good.
Bolin has followed me and repeats her vampiric touch.
All right, yep, go for it.
Let's see here. I got 6. 22. Is
All
that a
right.
hit?
That is a hit. Yep.
Okay. Let's see
And Fizwick is next, and then Nikos.
here. 19 points of damage.
Very good. Ouch. And that was number 2. Okay. All right. Excellent. That brings us to Fizwick.
How's 4 looking?
4
Does that take?
has only been hit once.
And the other 2
The
is
other one's
probably
been hit a lot more.
a lot. I'm gonna actually pitch another shot at 4,
Mhm.
19 to hit, and then 24 damage with a sneak attack,
Ooh,
short bow.
yeah. Nice. That is a lot. And wait, that was which one?
That's 4.
Number 4. Okay. Yeah. It definitely like flickers and writhes in pain for a moment. All right. I don't think they really feel pain, but go with it. All right. Just go with it, people. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
And just dives back into hiding behind his elephant wall here.
Well, that might be
Dawn
Nikos
wall.
there.
Dawn wall.
Or you want to go over here because Nikos is in the force cube here.
Oh shit! I keep forgetting to look at this thing. I'm so sorry.
No worries.
I was just looking at it a second ago. I don't know why I say that. I'm just gonna stay with Nikos.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. That brings us to Nikos. You're up.
All right,
Two-hand
so-
clapping. The podium is before you as well.
Sweet. I am going
Pedestal.
to step up to the podium.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to take a close look at the orb thing. Sorry, not the orb thing. What am I saying? The
tower.
tower.
Yeah.
But I am clearly going to have to. Actually, you know what? No, hold on. If I move here instead, that should be fine. Yeah, I'll move there and I'll grab the tower.
Okay. Oh, sorry, folks. I'm gonna show our viewers the. There we go. All right. So, you touch the tower.
Fizwick isn't trapped.
Oh man, one time. I was
The
playing
only
with Nate.
reason I brought you here.
I
It's
touched
fine.
something once and I died. I wouldn't do it, man.
It's fine, man.
I would not do it. I wouldn't touch it.
Fizwick, do you want to make a perception check to see if it's trapped?
No, I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
love.
Yeah,
I love this. I'd love this moment, if I may, where I look at Fizwick and I say, "Is it trapped?" And all I can imagine is that, you know, kind of like those PTSD patient, like in movies and stuff, where Fizwick remembers reaching out and then all of a sudden just screaming, falling through like world after world, like that scene from Guardians of the Galaxy where they're going through all the wormholes and shit. And then I'm like, Fizwick, checking for traps.
I'm not touching.
I was thinking you picked him up and like shook him like the what are those things, like the flamingos in Alice in Wonderland, to make them straight, and then you just reached him out like a stick and poked the object with him.
He shivers as he feels a blistering cold in his bones, remembering when he was turned into a block of ice.
Oh, it's a weird twitch.
Fizwick, I will let you make a perception check if you do want to. If you think that your PTSD would prevent such an action, I respect it.
You hear him grunt something about soft pretzels, and he says something about soft pretzels and rolls an 11.
Good.
It's a. I'm gonna take that as a good. I'm gonna take that as it's okay. All right, Nikos. Nikos will actually deglove to touch this because I'm kind of. So here's Nikos' thought process thus far, is magic, wizards. That's this whole place, right? This area here struck me as conjuration because. Obviously, with Nikos, he specializes in conjuration magic, the summoning of monsters and things like that, which is what got me thinking about these hands, which kind of remind me of, like, you know, the Bigby's clubbing fist of, like, you know, Bigby's fist bump, whatever it's called. Mm-hmm. It kind of reminded me of that, so I was like, I'm expecting that this is the summoning monster bit, but there's still a teleportation bit. So I'm going to tell everyone, if I disappear, we'll meet back up at the stadium.
Look for me.
Find me. Do not abandon me. I cannot stress this enough. Do not go on without me. I am very important. More important than the world. Come get me. All right, I am going to touch it with my bare hand. And, yeah, just... Yeah!
All right, there is a shimmering of sparks as you touch this small tower, and the sparks seem to be forming like this, almost like pinwheel of sparks around, and that grows larger and larger and larger until before you stands this bright orange rimmed portal. A doorway, a magical doorway, that's just like right over the tower. Like if you tried to touch it again, you would be reaching through this portal.
I'm yelling out some very celebratory yells, things you haven't really heard Nikos do very often since being here. But this is the wizard in him, you know. He loves figuring out magic and puzzles and stuff like. This is like a kid in a candy store, so he's just like yelled out. Okay. I'm gonna, you know, sort of hand Fizwick my cube, and I'll say, yes, all right.
And in a probe.
To boldly go where Nikos has not gone before, which is a lot of places in Icewind Dale. So,
Chicago?
I'm gonna do the whole like backwards. I'm gonna do the backwards like swan dive into the portal as I lean in.
Trust fall.
Yeah, trust fall. I just go whack and just hit the ground on the other side. Ow.
And
weirdly enough, they built this portal over a pit of spikes.
I will just say that you guys see Nikos disappear. And Nikos, I'll tell you what you see in a little while.
Very well.
So did we not see the portal? Only he saw the portal?
The portal is visible to all of you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what does the actual portal look like?
It looks like kind of inky blackness with a fiery orange rim.
Okay, is it still there?
Yeah, it's still there, and it's still like shimmering, like sparks just kind of all around. Movement. The kind of inky blackness is like a pool of water in the middle, and it's moving and reverberating and rippling. All right, that brings us to the hands, which will attack Dranyaj, and we'll go with Grukvar this time. No, Grukvar, are you still invisible?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm
Valen-
invisible, but I've been attacking. So he
Yeah,
probably
you've
knows
been
I'm
attacking,
there.
so it'll probably see you, but I'm going to say that it's going to attack Valen. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so, Dranyage, that is a 20 to hit. Does that hit you?
Does.
Okay, and that is going to be... there it is. Okay. Oh boy, that's going to be 30 damage.
Oh boy.
As this
What-
thing
What
just
kind of damage?
punches you. Force damage.
Force
And
damage.
then the other one is going to grab Valen, not punch her. It's going to try to grab. And, oops, those are my D wrong ones. D wrong ones, you know the ones. Alright, and that is going to be... oh boy. Valen needs to make a DC, a dexterity saving throw, we'll say.
Okay. She's got the same as me, so I'll just do it from here. 20.
All right, she makes it. So yeah, this hand tries to reach out and grab her, and she like wriggles free from this hand of force. Yep, and that's that. All right. Lucky for Valen. That brings us back to the top of the order. Dranyage, it is your turn.
Okay. Would I have seen Nikos disappear?
Yes.
Okay. Can I? I'm gonna Ghost Water Dive again, right here.
Yeah.
And stab at 4
Okay.
with my trident,
Yep.
which is a 13.
Does not hit.
Shoot. Okay. Then I'll try it again
Okay.
for my second attack. Oh my goodness. That's a 14.
Not a hit, unfortunately.
All right. So then I'm just going to step into the bubble.
All right. Yep.
Can I step into the bubble enough to be able to walk over here and just sort of turn my trident around and stick it through the portal?
Yeah.
Like handle
Ghostwater
first?
Dive doesn't use any of your movement, does it?
It does not. No.
Okay. Yeah. Then you definitely could.
Okay. So the handle is extended through the portal.
Nice. All right.
All of a sudden you hear this, son of a, and then pull it off him.
Oh my eye!
I love it. All right.
Just a dead Nikos on the other end.
Just stab.
I said handle. I'm
You know what
holding
makes I think what makes D&D really funny is the fact that each of these rounds happen in 6 seconds, you know? So I've barely had time to fall through before Dronyage has come in and started jabbing me in the back.
This fight has been going on for about 42 seconds.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, I think it is Grukvar. Yes, Grukvar, and then Fizwick.
All right, I'm gonna communicate to my spiritual weapon here to move counter to me here, so we can do a synchronized smackdown and see if I have better luck.
Yep. Go for it.
And I don't. I rolled a 13.
All right.
But let's see. Oh, sorry, I lost it. I gotta find it back. Where is it?
Nat 20.
Let's see here. Oh, okay. Plus 8. $12. All right.
Shoot.
So we both failed. But does Velen? Let's
What
give
does
her a
Velen?
shot. Cause she's it just dodged the grasp of this arm, this hand, but in return, she grabs it with both of her hands.
bursts into flame.
And so it was 14. We all failed.
All right. Shoot.
So she's just like holding a finger for no reason.
She's just holding it. She's just hugging an arm, a detached arm.
Why are we
Now,
fighting?
is that vampiric touch she was trying again?
Yeah, once she casts it, she can continually use the same thing over and over again as long as she doesn't lose
okay.
concentration.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say that's a 3rd level spell, isn't it? So it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, she's good. All right. Very good. That brings us to Fizwick.
Fizwick is just gonna YOLO and just jump through the. He's going with Nikos.
Nice.
He's had it with his hands.
All right. Fizwick jumps through the portal. You see him disappear right before your eyes, Dranyaj. And we'll get to you guys in a second. I will give Nico 6 seconds alone and wherever he lands. I will give Fizwick another 6 seconds, and we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna have to run my phone timer very carefully.
I also imagine you brought the portal with you as well. Oh, the cube.
Yeah.
Oh, did that just shut the? Can he do that?
Yep. Huh?
But he
It's a
has
magical. I know, but it's a magical portal.
But he can.
So yeah, technically the portal can't pass, so it would technically shut off the portal as he goes through it.
Oh, whoops.
Did it just cut
No,
my
it would
spear
shut
in
off
half?
the cube, not the portal.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, if it makes the cube, there's the whatever spell save
Yeah, this
to
is.
see if the cube
Wouldn't he-
breaks.
Would
We
it
don't
just
need to
like
Oh, no,
fly
the-
into a
yeah.
door frame?
Just get in the portal.
Yeah, that's a good question. Would the cube break? Should I roll for the portal?
Yeah, roll for the portal. Why not?
What's the
I
strength
rolled
of
a
the
4.
portal?
So what happens?
A strength of 4. Oh, yeah, the portal will. Okay, so the way it works is, if the object cannot be shunted or moved into another safe location, that is to say, because it's a portal and not the tower itself, it would be suppressed so long as the portal is there. So it would disappear, and Fizwick would be there. But as soon as Fizwick moves out of the range of where the portal is, the portal will then just spring back and continue whatever duration it has.
The cube, you mean?
No,
So
no,
what happens to the cube?
Oh, wait, you got the strength of 4 for the
Yeah.
save? Yeah, so
Yeah.
the cube wins on that one.
Yeah.
So it suppresses the effect so long as the area of the cube remains where the area of the spell is. But as soon as
Gotcha.
the area of the cube moves, the portal will return. That's
Yep.
what I mean.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So if Fizwick steps through far enough, the portal will return, essentially, right?
Correct.
Okay.
But as Fizwick is now trying to jump through the portal, the cube would have won and the portal would be gone by the time Fizwick gets there.
Okay. Yep. All right. The portal disappears before your eyes, guys. You see the tower on the pedestal, and
Jumps over the tower.
and it is now drawn. No, wait. I'm sorry. Where's my sheet?
I was hoping it was going to be more like a dog with a stick that was too big to get through the door.
You just go dunk,
He just
dunk,
walked and
dunk,
goes
dunk.
bonk, bonk.
All right. I will have the hands move up, and one will attack Dranyaj, the other one will attack Valin. On Dranyaj, I have a natural 20. That is going to be a lot of damage, unfortunately. All right, 14 times 4.
Ooh.
56
Oh.
damage.
Night, night.
Is Dranyaj down?
I am.
Okay. And the other one is going to try to grapple Valin once again.
Instant death, thankfully.
All right, and that is a... Oh, I'm sorry. I think Valin needs to make a save, but let me check here.
Okay. Dex save.
Yep, Dex saving throw.
Oof. 4.
Okay, Valin is in the grasp of this hand. She is grappled.
So she's okay.
Yep. All right. That brings us to Grukvar. Grukvar, what do you do?
Wow. And the portal's gone, or is it?
The
It's
portal
come
is disappeared, at least for the moment.
back? Okay. All right.
Fizwick is still there.
Yep.
Right.
No, Fizwick is with Nikos now.
He's gone through, so that
How did he get
in the act
through
of doing that,
if,
shut the portal off, at least for the time being.
Wait, is that right, Michael?
No.
Fizwick still would have made it through?
Well, given it would shut off at
no.
yeah, it would shut off 10 foot away.
Oh, you're right.
Cut him in
Fizwick is
half.
still here.
But
Okay.
he-
So Fizwick, you
Although
tried
if
to go
Dron-
through the portal, and the cube just shut it down. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
Though if Dronyage's trident was halfway through it when that happened.
so now do I have a shorter trident?
Shorter trident.
Trident.
Yes.
You've
need
got
to get a new
you,
shaft.
you've basically got a trowel, like the gardening trowels, like the.
Oh shit.
All right. Wow. That got
I-
Sorry,
complicated.
I didn't know.
That's all right. Fizwick would not
You're
have
lucky
known.
I had
Even
stuck
if
my
you knew
head
Will,
in there.
Fizwick would not have. All right. Sorry. Where are we in the order now? My gosh.
Are you?
It is
are
actually
you-
Dronyage's turn first, and then Grukvar. So Dronyage, I need you to make me a death save.
Death save, man.
Then Grukvar. Then Fizwick.
Don't mess with the hand.
I mean, maybe it's just me. I feel like, given we literally have something that these things can't hit us through, we are struggling far more than I think we need to.
Yeah. This is what takes us
That's the
down
guy who
4
left
big
us.
hands.
The cube is still there then, right?
Well,
Actually,
is-
wait,
I'm
wait,
sorry,
wait.
I thought the
No, hold
cube,
on.
the cube of protection is gone, is it not?
The cube,
No, cube protection's there.
won, therefore Dronyage has not been hit by the hand.
Because he's still
Huzzah!
inside that space.
Ooh, I'm just discovering new things every second, guys.
There you go. There you go.
I thought, who was it who just said? I thought that Fizwick had gone through the portal and in the act
No,
of
he
doing that,
couldn't
shut
because
it off.
shut off.
That is
as
what I
he ran up
said.
to it.
But I was incorrect.
Okay.
The cube would have shut the portal off.
Got it.
Okay. All right. So for our very confused audience, allow me to do the small play-by-play.
There we go.
Originally, when a cube of force, especially one that disables magical items, engages with another magic source, there is a opposed check involved to determine which is the superior spell that will remain. In this case, it was my cube of force. Nate was under the impression that Fizwick would have jumped through the portal, bringing the cube of force with him, but unintentionally shutting down the portal. This was not the case. Instead, because of the range of the force shield, it had shut down the portal as Fizwick jumped at it, preventing Fizwick from leaving, and the portal is now gone. However, in Nate's mind, the cube and Fizwick had both left, leaving Dronyage vulnerable to the gloves which had beaten the crap out of him. However, this is not the case, as both Fizwick and the portal are currently there. Meaning, Dronyage is not down, Dronyage gets to fight, we might still win the day. Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah. There we go.
Crap has not.
All right.
been beaten.
Yay! And now we're all
It's
caught up.
out of me.
All right. Are you guys good for another few minutes, or should we
Yes.
end it in a suspenseful way?
I'm good.
for more. I'm good for more. Let's. If
Okay,
this
let's
is one
finish this.
time we get to play more, I'm good. But if
All
you
right.
guys are.
So can I take a free action to grab the cube out of Fizwick's hand and like roll it across the floor so that the portal comes back? Or like what would happen if I threw it at one of the hands
It would need to succeed on a strength saving throw.
or break protection?
Yeah, and if it fails the strength save, Michael, does the hand actually move back? You know what I mean?
Like, is it?
Oh, you're muted.
You're muted.
Sorry, that's only if the cube enters their square,
Yeah.
but if they're trying to engage, they just simply can't.
Okay.
Right. So
But-
I'm saying if I took the cube and threw it at number 4, so it
They
did
would make
enter-
strength checks, and if either of them passed, the cube's barrier would come down.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not a one or the other. It's as soon as someone breaks through it, it just shuts down. It turns off.
So what I'm actually gonna do? Can I sort of hastily but not meanly shove Fizwick backwards a little bit as part of an action,
Sure.
just so that he's back away and the portal pops back open?
Sure. Fizwick, are you understanding that?
Yes.
shoves you back. Now the portal will be. I'm sorry, the cube will be. Right.
Is it to my dismay?
There you go. It is to your dismay. What do you do? Hey! All right. The portal
okay,
is
and then-
not there, by the way.
What's that?
The portal is not there.
Okay. Then I will reach out and touch the statue.
The portal is there.
Okay.
Oh no! No,
What happened?
I already deleted it. I thought I could undo my delete, but it doesn't like that. So anyway, the portal is there.
Okay.
There we go. Thank you.
All right. I am going to, as it opens, first, I'm gonna. Can I? Can I poke my head in?
You
Like up in my
poke your
shoulders?
head in, and yes. You see Nikos standing before a very untidy cabin sort of room.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna pull my head out, and I'm going to stab number 4.
All right.
Wait, so you looked in there before you killed them?
Yeah.
Take a peek real quick. Hold on.
Nikos does not seem to be in peril
What's up
anyway.
with this?
Yeah, he's fine. So that was a 12 to hit.
Miss.
Yep. So the second one is I'm doing awesome. That is also a 12 to hit. I'm just like flailing around for some reason.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna sit. I'm just gonna sort of stand there, but with my shield up.
All right. Cool. That brings us to Grukvar. Grukvar Valin is grappled before you in this hand. What would you like to do?
A bit desperate, but I'm gonna try and inflict wounds again.
Okay. Yeah. Go for it.
Rolled a 12.
Okay. Yeah. That's a miss.
Can this portal be
Copying.
entered from either side?
It can be. Well, I mean,
Okay.
it looks like a portal from your side.
Okay.
Mhm.
Good to know. And then for Velen's move, can she struggle to? Like,
Yes.
How would that work?
She can make a dexterity saving throw
Okay.
or strength, whichever.
Yeah, I'll use Dex. Two.
Oh, no.
No, she is caught in this hand.
Okay.
All right, that brings us to Fizwick. Fizwick, you are holding the cube, and yeah, what would you like to do?
So I have not gone through the portal.
No, you have not. And actually, you would be right here, or else the portal will disappear again. That's why Dranyaj pushed you back.
Do I have stealth?
Nope, you are not hidden. The cube is transparent. It's just a barrier against any magic.
I hate to be repetitive, but can I go through the portal again?
You can. However, the last time you did that, you noticed that the cube made the portal disappear.
Fizwick jumps through the portal, and as he's going through, he looks over at Dranyaj and pitches the cube in his direction.
You'd still shut
Okay.
it off.
Yeah, I mean,
based
if
on where
you-
I'm standing.
Yep. Well, not necessarily. The portal will make a strength check. The portal rolled a 15 on the die.
I would
What
say
is-
that'd be fine because you would add what is effectively the cast level of the because it's coming from the object, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
With
the
that
cube
easy.
dissipates.
The
Okay.
cube, the cube shatters. I always imagine it's like glass, like it just sort of.
Yep. All right.
Right,
So
I catch the cube, I guess.
Fizwick jumps through the portal, and Dranyaj is now holding the cube. All right, but it is, it's just small now. Not
Those things were hitting so hard. He's got 54 hit points. It's like, no, I'm getting out of here, man. There's a portal.
I don't.
My biggest
have
complaint
people
about
going.
movies is right there, and I'm going through, man.
Why don't you go through the portal? All right.
Yeah.
Nothing? All right. That brings us to Nikos. All right, Nikos and Fizwick, I'm going to give you guys a little, a second here at least. You stand in a room, a cluttered den, beams of wood. It's about 40 feet long and 20 feet wide. And you see 3 figures hunched over a cauldron, stirring it. They turn to you. They appear to be very hag-like. And they look at you with evil eyes, saying, Welcome. Welcome.
What language are they speaking?
They're speaking common.
Ah.
They're probably super mad that you broke their coffee table when you fell through the portal.
It's strange. I can almost hear as if someone's trying to make snide comments through a portal. Thankfully, I don't think they pass through. Ladies, you speak the common tongue. Ah, wonderful. Pardon the intrusion. I am Nico, and I sort of bow respectfully.
Very pleased to make your acquaintance.
And yours.
I'm anti-pitch. This is anti-pillage. And over there, that is anti-plunder. Welcome to our den.
I must say that your den is quite lovely, but rather inconveniently accessible.
Yes. Well,
And we're going to go back to the back to the room there. That's probably about all the time that would have been able to pass.
Very well.
Let's see. I think it is now the hand's turn. The cube is down. Let's hope number 4 doesn't crit once again. Hey, ooh, it rolled a natural 1. All right, that was Dranyage. The one that is grappling Valin will squeeze, and it will do 14 damage to Valin. So make a note of that, please, Alex, as it squeezes her, and shakes a bit. And that brings us to Dranyage's turn.
Right. I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time, I guess. Actually, no, I'm not. Yes, I am. I'm going to stab one with a trident for 21 to hit. I'll say that's number 4.
That hits.
And 10, 13 damage.
All right. Yeah, it hurts it, but it's still there.
Okay. And then seeing Valin in trouble, I will try to do the same on that side. That's a natural 20.
Nice.
So that is let's see, how does this work now? 16 for the crit, plus 3 is 19, plus where's this new thing I just got?
I like new things.
Its speed is reduced by 10 feet. Until the start of my next turn, and where is this?
It drops villain, by the way.
Cool. How would be in here? Let's see. Come on, scroll. I get to roll 1 additional weapon damage die when determining the extra damage for critical hit. That is the 9th level thingy I just picked up.
Okay, so you get to roll an extra damage die for your weapon?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
So that would whoa. Does it count the +2?
Sure. I don't know if it would.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, because that's 14 damage.
It only had 5 hit points left anyway.
Okay, well, never mind.
I
I rolled an 8, so no matter what.
Yeah, Valin is like, I'm going to say Valin is like dangling, like hitting at it, and all of a sudden the hand just disappears and she kind of goes clattering to the ground.
Sorry.
All right, quickly, through the portal, she says. And that brings us to Grukvar's turn. Oh, anything else, Dranyaj?
Still
do you have your move?
I mean, I suppose if she yells that, I'll dive through the portal. That wasn't my plan, but if
Okay,
that's
you will provoke an opportunity attack. Are you okay with that?
Acceptable
risk?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. It misses. I rolled a 16 to hit. I don't think that hits you, does it?
Does not.
All right. And Dranyaj disappears through the portal. Grukvar, it is your turn.
I look to Valin to see if she's on the same track, and well, I know she is because she just said she is. So I jump through the portal as well.
Okay. She's yelling out, Grukvar, where are you? I'm going through the portal now. And she jumps through.
Okay.
All right. You guys stand. I'll just show you a picture and then we'll end here.
Funny, because I bet they only saw 2 people come through the portal, not 3.
Let's see here. I gotta be honest. I did not
wow.
prepare very well
I
for
want the
this
one with the green hair, baby. That one's mine.
I don't have any of my pictures ready because I had no idea which one of the 30 locations in this city you guys were going to go to today. I mean, you guys were very kind to me in telling me 2 of them. I appreciate that. But it is a little bit hard to run with 30 locations.
Fizwick is in there tickling them.
Nice. All right, so you guys do see these hags. You see Nikos engaged in conversation with them. And that is where we will end our session.
Wow.
Yikes.
All right. I apologize if our stream quality was dipping a little bit. I see my OBS going down into the red, but thank you guys for hanging out with us here. And yeah, this was a great session. Thank you guys for rolling with the punches there. Literally big, giant punches. And yeah, I look forward to seeing how the interaction.
And I'm
with the
not
Night
laying
Hags goes
unconscious
next
on the floor while everybody else went through the portal.
Yeah, I am really glad the. Although I don't get to drop players very often, so there was part of me that was like, I have Dranyaj on the ground. I've got Valin in my grasp. The party might have to make a terrible decision about should they leave Valin if she can't get ungrappled. But no, it worked out in a more favorable way for you all. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging with us. I will remind you that patrons, WASD20 patrons, get access to weekly live map drawing streams, as well as campaign diaries for this campaign, where I just kind of recap and reflect on the campaign and how things are going, kind of show my DM notes a little bit, and talk about what's coming up. So yeah, you can get access to that over at patreon.com/WASD20. Yeah, Michael, do you have anything in particular you want to plug?
Yeah, so again, we are now out of the holiday season, so I am back to my regular streaming schedule. So we have a new show that has started up on Mondays, which is Curse of the Crimson Throne, a kind of a rebel, anarchy, city and chaos kind of adventure, which I'm converting to Pathfinder 2nd Edition. We're back with Hero Forge Legendary, which means tomorrow morning, we will be doing a review of all of the stuff from last season, which was last year now, which is crazy. So that'll be a lot of fun. And then next week? Yes, next week. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I can get all this right. Next Monday, I'm going to be on Jasper's Game Day on Phoenixy Wacky's channel, at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which would be on the Sunday for you guys. Sorry, 9 p.m. on Sunday, which is 9 a.m. for me. So, yeah. Which I will be playing with Satine Phoenix and Jameson Stone, as well as Phoenix Dice and Jason Charles Miller. So that'll be a lot of fun as we play in random roulette for that. Then on Tuesday, I am going to be running my own Valentine's Day inspired session of Sexy Battle Wizards, which is going to be a hell of a lot of fun. Lots of sexiness ensues as I picked some of the sexiest people I know to come and play with me. And then
You didn't pick me.
Yep. And then on the Thursday, I've got Hallmark Valentine's Day with the Dreaded GM over on his channel. Yeah, that is. Ta-da! And I'm also in the pre-productions on a podcast with the Mercs of Mischief, which is called Urhat PD20, a modern fantasy adventure with buddy cop comedy. So we've got like two guys who are like, an odd couples police force in a fantasy world. If you've ever watched Hot Fuzz and stuff like that, you're gonna love this podcast. It's amazing. Yeah, lots of fun.
So it's an actual play podcast, or?
It's an actual play podcast. There is going to be some editing and stuff like that. So they're going to be like hour episodes, and we are going to be kind of like trying to follow like in those kind of like really cool like 90s, early 2000s kind of cop show drama type things. Like where they pull out the sunglasses and it's like, looks like this case is too cold to solve. And it's like, he's died from frostbite. He's like, this is really inappropriate. The parents are here. Like, guy.
Yeah, come on, man. Yeah, good stuff. It sounds fun. Will, anything you want to talk about related to dice makings? No? All right. Well, check out his stuff. There's links down in the video description for Will's Etsy shop. Go support his awesome work. And, anything else from anyone else?
Not for me.
Goodbye, my friends. We'll see you again in 2 weeks' time. We'll be playing once again, continuing our traversal through the ancient lost city of Ythrin. Or will we? Or will we just hang out with hags the whole time? I don't know. All right. Thanks, everybody. Take care.
Armor there.
Have a great week. See you. Love it. Bye.